All right, what's good, everybody? We are doing all signs for you and your person, going from Aries right down through to Pisces. See what's going on. Just gotta see where this camera. Oh, shit! I had the music way too loud. I had the volume way too loud. Oh, I see. All right, going from Aries right down through to Pisces. All right, what's good, Denise? Hey, girl. Hey, Snow White. Etchy McCrez, what's good, man? Empress Rose Tarot. How's everybody doing? All right, going from Aries right down to Pisces. Hey, Courtney, how's it west? How's it at west? Do you know what the funniest fucking thing is today? Oh my God, this is before I get started. Okay, so I was watching like videos, and I came across in my TikTok feed a video of my grandmother. It was a viral video with 4 million views of my grandmother that some stranger posted. And my grandmother was she was like chucking a curtain at the lady by her bed in the hospital. And I just thought it was funny as fuck. So there's like a viral video of my grandmother that I just chose not to share. Maybe I'll share. I think it's funny as fuck. I don't even talk to my parents, but I sent that to my mom. I'm like, you got to see this. And it's a viral video of my grandmother trying to chuck her bedsheet curtain, and she keeps pulling it back, and she's chucking it at the lady next to her. She's a Leo, by the way. She's a Leo. She probably loved the attention from it. But anyways, it's a random story, but that's out west, Edson area. But anyways, well, let's get everybody. Loving your reads every day, watching from Calgary. Oh, Calgary. I always tell myself if I ever move back to Alberta, which, mind you, I want to. I used to live in northern Alberta. But if I ever move back to Alberta, I'll probably move to like Calgary area, more south. And I really honestly just want to move there because it's cheaper. And people can say what they want, but rent prices are just the same here as they are in Alberta. And on top of that, you're paying way more taxes on the East Coast. And Alberta, there's just way more jobs. There's way more everything. You get paid better in everything. What is going on my computer? Okay, remind me later. Okay. But yeah, if I move back to Alberta, I'm going to, because I used to live up 3 hours north of Edmonton. That's where I lived for 5 years. But, and I was there for work, and it was good for work. But yeah, I'm going to move to, or it would be nice. It would be nice to move to like Calgary area or outside Calgary. I don't want to live right in the city, but all right. What's good? That's funny as fuck. It is funny as fuck. She was in a hospital bed. And I sent it to my mom, and I told her when it was and whatnot. So she must have just had to stay there for whatever reason, because she's in a senior's home. But she kept pulling the curtain that comes in between two beds in a hospital room. She kept pulling it back and chucking it at the lady next to her. And the lady's daughter was recording it, and they were laughing. But I just thought it was funny as fuck, because if you knew my grandmother, you would know she was probably fucking loving that. She's a Leo. She's stubborn. She loves attention. And she can get feisty as shit. Oh my God. It was just funny as fuck. Yeah, 4 million views. Crazy. But, all right, Aries. Just, I'm gonna get you. That was funny as fuck. She's 95 years old, by the way. Okay. My grandmother. All right, what do we have for Aries? What do we have for Aries and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. Why do I feel so low? 3 more. What do we have for Aries and their person? So most impactful energy, Aries, Ace of Wands in reverse, and the 2 of Swords. So you're feeling The camera angle feels off. I feel low. You feel unable to make a decision, Aries. You feel stuck, unable to make a decision. Page of Cups in reverse. Fool in reverse. I don't feel like you take this person seriously, if I'm going to be honest with you. If anything, I feel like you're in a space where you're really contemplating your heart space, your heart's needs with the Queen of Cups. Like the Queen of Cups is grounded, and she's, even if there's bitter feelings, even if there's whatever, she has the ability to ground herself and be wise when it comes to what she's allowing to bring into her energy and what she's willing to put out, that type of energy. And I feel like there's something here you lack faith in. If anything, you feel like this person is quite vindictive towards you, or you feel like it's like, I don't feel like you take someone seriously, because I feel like you're on the fence looking toward a new direction. And I feel like right now you may feel limited or stuck or unable to make some type of decision. I do see a new partnership opening up, or at least a new opportunity. This is like being on the fence in regards to what path will you take? Like, will you choose the smoothest course, or will you marry Cocoam? I bring up that reference so much, but it's because if you watch the movie Pocahontas, that's like the vibe I'm getting there. There we go. So it's like, will you choose the smoothest course, or will you marry Cocoam? And I feel like you're in a space where you're quite convinced, okay? Now, whether that Cocoam is a person, or whether that is a direction that is more in alignment with your heart's needs, you're in a space of definitely looking to the new, okay? And again, there could be a new partnership that has your eye, or again, there's just a new path. But I don't really see you taking any initiative to make a decision. I feel like you're in your head. And, yeah, see, I feel like you've learned the lesson. It's just like, now what? But I do feel like if there is a past energy, you don't take this person seriously. You can't trust them. You may feel like they're all talk, no action. You may feel like they've already broken some type of promise, or you get a lot of vindictiveness from them. And it's like you lack faith. You don't have any faith in the direction. So I feel like you're kind of choosing your heart space. I mean, let's just see what that Two of Wands is. The Moon in reverse. Six of Wands in reverse. So I feel like this path, if I'm going to be honest with you, is more of a solo path. Because I feel like you're in a space where you're not really wanting attention right now. I feel like you've become illuminated to something where you have subsiding anxiety when it comes to accepting some type of disturbed situation you may have been in. It's like you're accepting something, but I feel like you're not really wanting attention right now, or you're just in a space where if you do have your eye on a new person, you don't really feel like you can connect with them because you feel like they have too much ego, or you feel like they're not noticing you. So I don't know. See, I feel like you're in a space where it's like you just want new. You just don't know what that new looks like. You may have your eye on someone, but if you have your eye on someone new, you feel like it's someone that refuses to swallow your pride, and it makes you feel underappreciated, and you feel like you've already been illuminated to those types of mysteries in men or women, and it's like, I don't want that, but I'm also intrigued by you, but I don't know if I want to open up to you because, you know, I'm on my own path right now where I'm still dealing with my own reality, where I need to make decisions to kind of, I don't know, I feel like you're trying to make emotionally mature decisions, really. Okay. So whoever you're dealing with, Aries, Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Devil, the Two of Cups in reverse, Knight of Swords. I do feel like this person is in major suck-up energy. This is someone that is kissing your ass. Mainly because this person feels like they lost your respect, or it's not mutual, or they feel like you've disconnected from them. Seven of Swords. This is someone that is trying to stay resilient. I do feel like this is someone that's trying to kiss your ass. If you're in a relationship with this person, this is someone that is still wanting your resources or something of that nature. Or if you're not in a relationship with this person, this is someone that is honestly a nuthead, okay? I'm just going to be honest with you. If you're not in a relationship, this is someone that's a nuthead. This is someone that says underhanded things, or it's like they try to string you along. You know what I mean? They're trying to string you along, or they're low-key obsessed with you, but they feel like it's not mutual. So it's like they're trying to like be focused on playing their cards right and ignoring you while simultaneously being underhanded about you or something like that. It's very toxic, okay? I mean, what's the devil from this person? Because the devil can bring up like our own demons. The Hangman in reverse. Honestly, if you're with this person, this is someone that feels like they've already messed things up with you. Let's just put it that way. They may feel like they've missed some type of chance with you because of egotism or because of not willing to see things from a different perspective or something of that nature. And it's like they're feeling bonded to, I feel like they're having a hard time accepting something about themselves when it comes to missing an opportunity with you, even if you're not with this person. Like if you're not with this person, this is someone that is bonded to this reality that they may have missed an opportunity because they wasn't willing to hear you out, or they wasn't willing to see things from a different perspective, or there's just this feeling of Aries not really being interested. Either way, for a lot of you, if you're with this person, this is someone that's trying to be strategic and kiss your ass because they're still wanting some type of resources from you. If you're not with this person, this is someone that is basically trying to string you along with underhanded comments, or like, you know what I mean? Even if it's in a positive way, like, oh, I don't know, there's no direct energy. And it's interesting because this is someone that is trying to come off like they are direct, okay? But I feel like this is someone that is going against the flow of their own emotions because they feel like they need to be strategic, and it's turning them into a nuthead. So I'm not saying they necessarily have bad intentions, but they're not being direct about their emotions. There's a lot of indirect, underhanded comments. They're trying to, communicate directly in an indirect way by making underhanded comments or indirect comments while ignoring you. Hierophant in reverse. Lord have mercy. I feel like this is someone that wants you, and they're just low-key like a coward in the situation, or they low-key are having a hard time accepting the fact that they may have missed an opportunity with you, and they don't know, and they're like obsessed with the idea of getting something moving forward with you, but they feel like it's one-sided. And you're over here just in dreamland, okay? You're over here like really cherishing your heart space, being open to love. But it's like there's definitely someone here you don't take seriously. It's like this is like not even attractive. This is a buzzkill, okay? This is a buzzkill. Some of you, if you're in a relationship, you feel like you have someone trying to seduce you in the intimacy realm, and you're just not here for it. And you're tending to your own emotional needs, and that's about it. So I don't know. Your person is honestly going above and beyond to be underhanded or string you along or kiss your ass so they can still receive either sex or money or something like that. And again, they're coming off like a nuthead, like a complete nuthead. That's the best way I can explain it. They're not even being a good mentor or anything. It's like they're not even giving you good advice. They're not even like, this is someone that maybe, I don't know, like if it's a relationship, it's someone that doesn't even make any sense. Okay. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn. We also have Taurus, Pisces, Cancer, Aries. All right, Taurus. No, we're just getting started, Maple. Your little brother sings Pocahontas songs to me all the time. I know I bring up Pocahontas references so much, but that's because I haven't watched a lot of movies, but I did watch Pocahontas probably a bazillion times when I was a kid. So I know that through and through. I love Pocahontas. Anyways, what do we have for Taurus? What do we have for Taurus and their person? One more. What do we have for Taurus and their person? 3 shuffles. Excuse me. Overall energy for you, Taurus, glamorous. Like, you're singing Fergie over here, okay? Glamorous. The fuck? Forget about love, okay? Nine of Pentacles, Emperor. You are in control of your shit, okay? That's your energy. On an independent level, you are in control of your shit. You are in glamour land. You are feeling like everything's good, okay? Some of you guys are single, ready to mingle. You know, you're a self-made bitch, okay? Boo. This is like a self-made boo. So a lot of you guys are acquiring some sense of independence, but again, this is like recognizing your worth and you're not like rushing too quickly to any situation. I don't know, you're in control. Ooh, Queen of Cups in reverse though, Three of Pentacles. Some of you guys are dealing with someone in the workplace. All right. Okay, I like this. I really like this for you. Anyways, let's not focus on your person yet. But it's like, this is like getting on the same page with someone, allowing an opportunity to happen, integrating someone into your reality, collaborating in some way, trying to blend the differences amongst the two of you. For some of you, this is something that is starting in a work type of situation, or it's like it's starting with recognizing, okay, we have similar interests. You know, maybe we should get together. Maybe y'all are both artists, or you both play music, or you both whatever. Okay, so there's some type of like nice teamwork going on here, and I feel like you're open to give that to this person. On an emotional level, though, you're still quite closed off. Okay, now the Queen of Cups in reverse can be manipulative, but I don't see that as manipulative. I just feel like you're closed off because you are way too solid and glamorous to need to manipulate anything. Okay, I just feel like you're closed off. So I don't know, I like this. You're getting on the same page with someone. You feel like, okay, we work well together. You're leaving room for the opportunity. It's like you could be creating a plan with someone, or it's like you're talking about plans, or it's like you're kind of laying down some type of foundational element between the two of you when it comes to like collaborating on something or connecting on a mutual playing field, something like that. It's not a whole lot of love, but it is like productive. And you're here for it, okay? It makes you happy. You're in a space of like, yes, this is nice. This feels like natural. It feels not confusing. I like this, okay? So you're being a team player. And again, some of you are just choosing to be single right now, but you're interested in being a team player with someone. So some of you, I'm just going to be honest, if you're in a relationship, you've completely closed the door to love, and you're simply implementing being a team player for the sake of keeping the peace for the family, and that's it. But you're single in your mind, or you told this person, like, we're not playing this game no more. It's like, we'll be nice in the host, and that's about it. Because the Four of Wands can talk about like your living situation or being a team player in a living situation, but that's not for all of you, okay? So whoever you're dealing with, all right, so Taurus, this is definitely someone that feels like you have a lot of value, you know, potentially in a material way. And I'm not saying this person is using you or anything like that. This is someone that has just concluded that you are worth putting their problems behind them or something of that nature. Like, this is someone that is expressing themselves in a way of like, you know, rising above being a hater, or if you did have some type of issue with them before, it's like this is someone that is putting their problems behind them in order to give to this situation. Some of you, this is someone that just straight up doesn't want to lose you, and they're doing whatever it takes to choose the higher road. I really like this person. This is someone that is ultimately choosing bravery, and they're choosing to step it up and show respect regardless of, like, for some of you, this person may have felt like you were manipulating them, or they just had a lot of insecurities when it comes to giving into the situation, either because they felt like you wasn't loyal, or they felt like you were all about money, status, whatever it may be. But this is someone that is seeming to get to a place where they're developing a lot of respect for you, and they're gaining the strength to kind of avoid an ending or fight for this. Nine of Wands in reverse. This is someone that's giving into a situation to fight for the situation because they feel like it's worth it. And they may feel like they have to regain the advantage with you. What's causing this person to do that? Seven of Swords, King of Swords in reverse. Well, honestly, this is someone that may be a little bit mentally traumatized. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't get bad energy with that, actually. I just feel like this is someone that authentically has a lot of respect for you, but they do feel like they need to say their words a certain way to be strategic, because this is someone that thinks very irrationally when it comes to people. You know, the King of Swords in reverse can be very harsh towards people, or they have zero tolerance, or they're almost a dink, okay? But that's because it's like they have this irrational thinking because of oppressive thoughts, right? So I feel like your person, I really feel like they're just trying to be strategic, sorry, in regards to their oppressive thoughts. Like, for example, they may be recognizing maybe Taurus isn't manipulative, or maybe Taurus isn't just wanting me for status or money or whatever. Maybe Taurus isn't that bad, and I'm just thinking irrationally. That's how they're coming towards you. They're thinking strategically when it comes to their irrational thinking. Okay? So it kind of feels like you were dealing with someone that was really harsh, or they were really oppressive, or they had a very oppressive way of dealing with situations, or they were very assumptive of, you know, you have ill intentions toward them or something like that, when really this person is realizing, okay, maybe I'm just delusional, okay? Because I mean, it doesn't make someone a bad person for thinking like that. They've probably been traumatized, or it's like they're oppressed with their own experiences and thoughts, or negative thoughts about themselves even, or negative thoughts, I mean, that's a personal problem, or negative thoughts about situations that they've been through. So I feel like this person is choosing to take the high road and fight for this because they see it as worth it. You do make them happy, and they seem to be giving into a situation. So it kind of feels like someone that had their guard up to you, that was dealing with their own oppressive thoughts about you. I don't see you getting a whole lot of vulnerability. They still have this guard up, but they are letting their boundary down a bit, okay? So it does feel like something that is starting out as a work thing, or in the workplace, or just kind of going out for coffee and learning more about one another, that type of energy. So I feel like you're open to it. You're going with the flow. And you have this person sweating. Like, this person is assuming that this could go terribly wrong, or I mean, what is this person assuming? The Nine of Swords. Again, they're assuming the worst. The Nine of Swords is like worst case scenario thinking. So who the fuck knows what they're assuming? They're assuming, you know, you're out to get them, or it's like you're going to humiliate them, or you're going to try to start drama if you work with them, or you're going to, or even if it's someone you've dealt with in the past, maybe they're just thinking worst case scenario in regards to their own guilt and regrets. You know, usually people that have guilt, or sometimes a guilty conscience story, can kind of get people up in their head too. So I don't know. I feel like what's been holding them back, their own thoughts, their own stress. So they're coming in trying to put their best foot forward. And it's like they're being brave, okay? So you could be dealing with a Leo. We also have Sagittarius, but it could be any sign, really. We also had Aries too. All right, Gemini. There you go. Random trends. What's good? Shalimar Entertainment. All right, what do we have for Gemini and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. What do we have for Gemini and their person? 4 shuffles. 3 more. One more. What do we have for Gemini and their person? 3 shuffles. 7 of Cups wanted to show its face. Some of you guys have a lot of options, maybe too many options. The 2 of Wands. Some of you guys, there's a new partnership, or there's a choices, or your person has choices. I don't know. Let's see. Overall energy for you, Gemini, the Devil in reverse, and The World in reverse. So you are feeling like a lingering Four of Pentacles. I feel like you're in a space of, I don't know. This is like feeling unfinished business, Four of Pentacles, but not really willing to give into it at the same time, or having trust issues, or you're having a hard time, like, it's like you're not sharing anything with this person, or it's like you're not open to take any risks. If anything, you feel like this is toxic, okay? You feel like something is toxic and you're very detached from the situation. The World in reverse, it's like an undesirable outcome, or it's like you're recognizing there's unfinished business, but the way things played out is undesirable, so you're in a space of not being willing to take any risks, and you're quite detached. King of Swords, very detached. Okay, Six of Swords in reverse. King of Pentacles, Eight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I don't know, Gemini, you're kind of in a boring energy, like a very, like, being rational about the lack of progress between the two of you, having a hard time moving on from it in the mind space, but also taking the responsible approach by holding back. Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay, so I feel like you're in a space where it's like you're not really giving any wiggle room to the situation. I'm not saying you have to, but it's like you're not giving any wiggle room to the situation. And if there is some type of return, or if they are like right in your face, you're not really submitting. Six of Swords in reverse is like, okay, recognizing I'm having a hard time moving on from this, but also not really willing to submit to the situation, because the Six of Swords in reverse is a card of like sensing trouble, right? Which is why Six of Swords upright is like, this is spirit guide card. We're guided away from situations. We're guided away from troublesome situations. So you either feel like it would cause trouble to connect with this person, or you feel like if it continues, it's going to cause trouble. So you're in a space of like, absolutely not. Okay. You're very cold. You're very holding back from being impulsive, or some of you may have blocked this person too. So you're just detached of the ass. You know what I'm saying? You're very focused and stuff, but it's like when it comes to this person, you're detached. See, I don't even know if you have feelings for this person. You're recognizing it. I don't know. Does Gemini have feelings for this person? The Emperor. Well, that doesn't really tell me much. Thank you, Abundance 45. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Your feelings, the Emperor. You feel like you have to control your feelings for this person. So your feelings are probably there, but you feel like you have to control your feelings. Whether those feelings are feelings of anger, whether those feelings are feelings of love even. You know what I mean? And one more for Gemini's feelings. I can't tell if you want to control your feelings. Nine of Swords in reverse. I don't know, you're just trying to not think about it, really. You're trying to not think about it. You feel the need to control your feelings. And it's like, yeah, just don't think about it. Move on. Move along. You're very disassociated and detached, okay? And your feelings, the Emperor. I feel like you're not like lost in the feelings. The Emperor is someone that has a pretty good control on their feelings. So regardless of if it's anger or love, you feel like I got a hold of this, okay? And you feel like it would be trouble moving toward this person or continuing it if it's a lingering cycle. So whoever you're dealing with, Gemini, whoever you're dealing with, Gemini, this is someone that does love you, or they at least respect you, or it's like they get you. They may feel like the two of you are like kindred spirits type of thing. I do feel like this person is wanting to let their guard down, or clear the air, or compromise, or give into the situation to some degree. They may do it actually quite impulsively, okay? This is someone that's kind of scattered or feeling the Knight of Wands in reverse, Nine of Wands in reverse, Five of Wands in reverse, Two of Cups. The Tower. What the fuck is going on? What's the Tower about? The Justice card. So this is someone that is either being more, they're agreeing to something, or they're wanting to compromise, or they're wanting to clear the air. And it's because of some type of sudden change, okay, that is making them feel the need to take accountability or be fair, or they're recognizing the truth, or they're realizing the truth, or they're realizing that you were honest, or they're just recognizing you're being fair, so they're in a space of being open to be fair. But it seems to be some type of unexpected thing. Like the justice card can be like someone that's open to take accountability after some type of cause and effect type of situation. So there's some type of sudden change. Just give me one more. The Tower. High Priestess in reverse. The High Priestess in reverse talks about like an incorrect judgment, or they were wrong, okay, or their intuition was wrong about something. So this person may have felt like their intuition may have been guiding them down a certain road, or they just feel like they messed up somewhere along the line, or they made an incorrect judgment in a situation. But there's something here coming to the surface, Gemini, that's quite unexpected, that is causing this person to feel like, okay, maybe I should be honest, or maybe I should take accountability, or maybe I should express my desires, or maybe what's coming to the surface, or give me more of what the change is. The Page of Pentacles. This person's learning something about you, or or for some of you, this person is like just wanting to be more action oriented. Like the Page of Pentacles is someone that is wanting to resolve the situation. They're wanting to, think long term when it comes to, like this is someone that is wanting to set goals with you. They're wanting to make plans with you. Page of Pentacles. And again, there could be some type of sudden realization because of something they're learning about you. Page of Pentacles is looking at this as like, this is an ideal mate, right? On a personal level, it would be like, this is an ideal goal for me, right? This is a goal that I ideally would like to achieve. This is someone that is seeing you as an ideal mate, okay? So take it how you want to take it. They're seeing you as an ideal mate. And it may force them to feel the need to be honest or fair, regardless of how long you've been with this person, or maybe for a lot of you, this is a new person that just feels like, oh, Gemini is not paying attention to me, or Gemini doesn't care about me, or Gemini has ill intentions toward me. And it's like they're kind of letting the tower fall when it comes to that way of thinking because there's something they're learning about you, or they're just seeing you as an ideal mate for them for whatever reason. So they're wanting to like be honest about. The High Priestess in reverse can talk about like tension, like tension in the air. Okay, so maybe this is someone that is just wanting to be honest about some type of like tension, or they may feel like they made an incorrect judgment that caused some type of awkwardness between the two of you, or something like that created some type of tension. So I don't know, this person is making an attempt to come together with you, or at least respect you and compromise and give into a situation, or let their boundaries down because of some type of unexpected shift that has them learning something about you, or seeing you as an ideal mate, and they're wanting to take accountability for an incorrect judgment, or something that it didn't really it caused some type of awkwardness or tension in the air. Okay, so what is your nice feelings for this person? Okay, 5 of Pentacles is your feelings. This may be someone, and the Star. So this may be someone that made you feel not good enough, or made you feel abandoned, or made you feel so that makes sense, because in your feelings earlier, I said you felt like you had to control your feelings. And that's why, because you felt abandoned, but you've like found peace in that, or it's like you've accepted that, or it's like you were abandoned or something of that nature. Or you just felt like this person abandoned you, basically. And that created an inspiration to like do things a different way. I do feel like this is a wish fulfillment for you, but you definitely feel out in the cold or something like that. Okay. So you could be dealing with an Aries. We also have Capricorn, Libra, Pisces, Aquarius. Could be any sign as far as elements go. All right, Cancer. Not with head famous example, headless horseman. All right. What's good, Raza? Maria from Mumbai. All right, what do we have for Cancer? What do we have for Cancer and their person? Three shuffles. What do we have for Cancer and their person? Oh dear. Cancer. High Priestess in reverse and the King of Pentacles in reverse. Sorry about that. Thirsty. So the good news is Nine of Pentacles is like you are single, ready to mingle, you know, living with luxury, or it's like you're, like I was telling Taurus, it's like glamorous, okay? You are single, looking good, smelling good, feeling good. Now, when it comes to this person, though, you are quite rigid, or at least insecure toward the situation. It's like there's some type of tension in the air. I feel like you're having a hard time deciphering what the fuck this person wants, or if they want you, or it's like you may want to unveil your desires to this person, or you want to unveil something to this person, but you have a lot of insecurities when it comes to doing that. Three of Wands in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I don't know, Cancer. I feel like you're on a roundabout a little bit with this person. I feel like there's tension. The High Priestess in reverse can also feeling sexual tension. Some of you guys are feeling sexual tension with someone in the workplace, okay? But I don't really see you doing anything to connect with this person, the physical, or it's like some of you feel like there's a karmic involved, or some of you feel like there's too many negative external forces working against this, which has you not really feeling like you can put your full energy into the situation. The Three of Wands in reverse is like, can be short-term focused, or just feels like they need to walk away because they either lack a vision, or it's like they're not seeing what they want to see, or something like that. It's like, I feel like you are initially walking away, or it's like you're having a hard time giving into the situation. There's no major changes happening. You may kind of be a little bit flighty, or try to get this person's attention, or I don't know, you're kind of all over the place, but it's like you're still in some type of round. It's like you're kind of bouncing around. It's like you're authentically just like wanting to have fun and stuff like that. But when it comes to this person, it's like something is stuck. Okay. I mean, what's this Wheel of Fortune in reverse? The Ten of Wands. Some of you, you're the one holding on to a karmic, okay? Or you're the one that is dealing with some type of bad luck in the situation, or you're the one that there's some type of negative influence going on where you feel like you can't really give into the situation like you want. Or you're just in a space where you're feeling overwhelmed or burdened because you do feel a weight of this connection, but you also don't really trust it. And again, with the High Priestess in reverse, I feel like you know, I would be careful with that, because that's saying that, you know, your intuition, quote unquote, may be lying to you, or it's like there's something that you think you know that maybe you don't know. I mean, what's the High Priestess in reverse? Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Some of you feel like this person is working against you. Four of Wands. Or it's like you feel like this person is not on the same page. Some of you feel like you've been welcoming this person, or trying to make this person feel welcomed, or something like that. Or you've been trying to settle something with this person, but you feel like they're not on the same page. Or at least there's some type of like unsure energy there, or incorrect judgments being made there. Or some of you, I don't know. I don't know. You feel limited. You feel like, okay, this is not working out in my favor. Some of you feel like you've already messed up somewhere along the line with the High Priestess in reverse, or there's some type of incorrect judgment or incorrect, there could be like secrets coming to the surface that is making you feel insecure or rigid toward the situation because whatever it is, you feel like this is not going in my favor. This is not going in my favor. I need to be responsible. I need to disconnect or something like that. So I don't know. You feel the weight of it, but I don't really know what you're doing. What does Cancer want from this person? Five of Pentacles. Some of you, okay. Some of you want this person to, that's what you want from this person, Cancer. Some of you want this person to be miserable, or some of you want this person to feel lost without you, or some of you want this person to be struggling with maybe some of you attempted to, I don't know, you're wanting this person to feel some type of way. One more. What does Cancer want from this person? Tower in reverse. You want this person to try redo something with you. You want them to build a tower with you, or you want them to get something up off the ground with you. For some of you, for some of you, if it's an ex, it's like you want. Now, obviously, not all of your exes. I get that, but it's like you want this person to like hold on to you. But it's like you low key want them to beg, or you low key want them to like feel some type of way. Or it's like I'm lost without you, Cancer. Either way, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. Okay. I'll get advice for you at the end, okay? Whoever you're dealing with, Cancer. All right. All right, so this is someone that is at odds with you a little bit. Five of Swords and the Strength card. This is someone that is pretty confident that they can't trust you, or they're pretty confident. Like the Five of Swords can just feel some type of threat, or they feel like they can't be transparent with you, or they feel like the Five of Swords can be someone that's holding on to some type of past betrayal, and that's why they have this mental conflict. Whether you caused that past betrayal, Cancer, or whether someone else did, okay? So some of you may not even have caused this betrayal, but this is someone that is pretty confident that they can't trust you. I don't see you getting an ounce of vulnerability from this person, in fact. Eight of Wands, Page of Wands in reverse. I mean, maybe that's, I'm just going to be honest with you. Now I'm starting to see it played out. Some of you are making some type of judgment on someone, or it's like you're unveiling something, but it's wrong, or you're wrong. And this is someone that is communicating like you're either gullible, or they're communicating that I mean, this could literally be someone communicating that you're fake, okay? Or that you're gullible, or something like that. This is someone that is disappointed in some type of news that they're hearing, and they're kind of like acting, like responding really quickly. This is someone responding really quickly. They may be standing up for themselves, Cancer. This is someone that has a pretty solid character. It could be a Virgo, Hermit. You may be dealing with someone that has like an old soul, or like they're an older person, or like this gives me the vibe of like, I don't got time for this shit. Ace of Wands in reverse. It's like they're putting a stop to something. It's like, I don't got time for this shit. They don't trust you, or it's like they're feeling like you could threaten their overall character. You're trying to threaten their overall character or something like that. For some of you, it's a matter of loyalty. Some of you, I'm just going to be honest, this is someone that is loyal to something else, and they feel like you're playing games with their character, something like that. But yeah, I feel like this is someone that's kind of choosing to like go all in or say something that kind of feels like someone that is speaking in a very assertive way. And then they're kind of going back in their hole with frustration. But it kind of feels like an old soul. Two of Wands, though. I mean, let's just see if this person has any feelings. For some of you, this is someone that just has lingering anger towards you. And they're going to stand up for themselves. What is this person's feelings for Cancer? Emperor in reverse. They feel very rigid toward the situation. Two of Swords. So this is someone, they're feeling quite rigid toward the situation because of some type of, the Two of Swords talks about like a stalemate, or it's like a period, it's like someone that's in their head or having a hard time making a decision. This person may be just straight up having a hard time making a decision about you. Okay, so it may not even be that deep, but it's like, this is someone that may be having a hard time making a decision about you. Because they're feeling rigid because of some type of stale energy or stagnant energy, or feeling like they should have more information. Like this is someone that feels like you want them to make a decision for some of you without like the proper information or without the facts or something like that. Or this is someone that is rigid because of like they're taking a rigid approach to making a head over heart decision. I don't know. I don't get a whole lot of feelings from this person. They are showing you a bit of like the Strength card does have compassion, or it's like they're showing you compassion, but they are kind of like standing up for themselves. I mean, give me more on that Five of Swords. The Hierophant in reverse. This person may feel like the two of you have a difference in values, and this is someone that's in a space of not willing to conform to your values, or this is someone that feels like this is an unconventional path or an unconventional relationship, or it's like, or they're feeling betrayed, or they're at odds with something where they feel like you wasn't wise. They may feel like there's like something that's not wise, or like that. Why would you do that? Like something wasn't wise. So I don't know. I'm not saying this person has no feelings for you, but they're definitely gonna like say their 2 cents. And for others of you, if this is someone in a relationship, expect nothing, okay? But if they're not in a relationship, I feel like this is someone that just wants to say their 2 cents because they're angry with you. Then they're going to go back in their hole with their frustration and be on the fence in regards to what to do with you. Sorry, that's like what I'm getting. I don't know, Cancer. I don't see this person doing anything. There is some type of communication, though. Don't get me wrong. There is communication, but it feels like it's coming from an angry place. Okay? If you're in a relationship with this person, this is someone that's like, why would you put me in that position? Why the fuck would you put me in that position? It's that type of energy. Because they may feel like there's some type of threat, or they may feel like you put them in a weird position. Okay? So you could be dealing with a Virgo. We also have Leo, Aries, Gemini, Pisces, and Taurus. Or Scorpio. Could be any sign as far as omens go. Okay, Leo. Actually, all right, what do we have for Leo and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. Leo. What do we have for Leo? 2 more in their person. Three shuffles. Okay, so overall energy for you, Leo, 9 of Swords and the Hermit. So you're kind of keeping to yourself. 10 of Wands in reverse. It's like 7 of Wands. I don't know. You're stressed about this person. You're thinking a lot about the situation, but I feel like you're kind of thinking negatively. Ace of Swords. Nervous. Realizing the truth. Honestly, Leo, I feel like you're just in a space of being very detached. Because I feel like you have a bit of an inferiority complex when it comes to this person's true motives with you. You may feel like this person, you know, isn't on the same page as you. You know, some of you feel like this person may be even trying to make your life worse, because there's a lot of worst case scenario thinking going on for you. And you feel the need to kind of keep to yourself or withdraw or omit whatever you're doing in your life. You know, the good news is you're showing up in a very self-sufficient energy, or it's like you're showing up in an energy where it's like you're good on your own. Just leave me the fuck alone. Some of you are just stressed because I feel like you guys want to be left alone for a minute. Like, just give me a fucking minute, okay? You guys want to be left alone. You may straight up say that. I mean, what's this Ace of Swords? 8 of Wands. Some of you guys may be dealing with a Cancer, because Cancer's person had a very feisty person, like someone that was just like, the fuck? 2 of Wands. Yeah, Cancer's person, some of you guys are straight up dealing with a Cancer. It's like you're giving some type of harsh truth to someone, and it may come out in a very negative way, or it may come out in a very... Knight of Swords in reverse can say a lot of unnecessary things, right? They're not just focused on the facts. They're kind of scattered in communication. It's like they're overwhelmed. I feel like there's something overwhelming you. And it's like, I feel like you're giving someone very clear communication this week because of some type of, something is progressing quickly. Maybe someone wants to progress something quickly. Sorry. You feel like someone wants to progress something quickly, or there's something happening really quickly. And it's like you're in a space with that 2 of Wands, is like you're on the fence about what direction to take. I feel like you really want to cling to your independence. But it's like you're kind of stressed. I feel like a lot of you guys are like really dealing with something personal, and it's like you're just trying to protect your energy. Like that's your priority. That's your number one thing. You're trying to protect your energy. I mean, why the 9 of Swords? Thinking negatively. Emperor in reverse. And the 10 of Swords in reverse. It's like you feel like there's too much right now that you either don't feel like you have control over, or some of you guys are stressed because of a baby daddy, okay? The Emperor in reverse can be like a baby daddy, or someone that tends to overstep their power, or someone that tends to, the Emperor in reverse can just be an abusive twat, you know what I'm saying? Or someone that is just very rigid, or, you know, likes to, it's like a man, for example. It could be a woman too, by the way. It's just the energy. It's like a man, for example, that's like, they pay all the bills, so they justify treating you however they want, or something like that. That's the Emperor in reverse, okay? They have no control. They have no self-control. So you either feel like you don't have any control, or you have no self-control, or you have no control, or you feel like you're dealing with someone that you're constantly have to walk on eggshells for. I don't know, I kind of feel like you want someone to leave you the fuck alone. For real, for real. I mean, what is Leo's feelings for this person? The Judgment in reverse. You are done. You are done, done. You feel fear, if anything. Judgment in reverse can be like fearful, ignoring their calls. You could be ignoring this person's calls. The Judgment in reverse can also be dealing with their own like self-doubt as it is. Okay, and it's like you may be in a space of you're like ignoring someone's calls, or you're ignoring them. Like, stop it. It's like you don't want to even, you don't want their opinion. Some of you guys are straight up ignoring someone, and you're feeling fear or self-doubt. You may be aware that self-doubt's starting to creep in and you just want to be left alone. Let's give me one more card for Leo's feelings. Some of you guys are fearing some of you guys feel like there's a third party situation. Some of you guys are just straight up fearing like connecting with this person on an emotional level. Either way, I feel like you're just not in the space where you want to open this can of worms right now. And you may feel like this is a repetitive pattern with this person. Like whatever's going on, you feel like it's a repetitive pattern, whether you fear there's a third party or whether this person is just very judgmental. Some of you guys feel like this person is very judgmental on something you're connecting with because it brings you pure joy. You know what I mean? It's like a monitoring spirit, okay? The internet's fucking full of them, okay? They just monitor you. And it's like they want to make themselves feel important somehow. It's like some of you guys feel like there's some type of like judgment on something that you're connecting with. Or it's like you feel like this person likes to like judge you or monitor you or like, or something like that. And it's like, leave me the fuck alone. Like, I feel like some of you guys are like, leave me the fuck alone. I don't know. I don't like that. Okay. So whoever you're dealing with, so yeah, Leo's stressed. Okay. Like respect them. So you feel like, damn, why do you have to be like this? Why do you have to be like, didn't we just have this conversation? Didn't you just make these dumbass accusations like a month ago? Like, why do we have to be in this position all the time? Just, I want to be single. Or like some of you guys are literal, some of you guys, Leo, are a self-made beauty queen, okay, or king. You're self-made, you're confident, you know your worth, and you have someone that's almost trying to work against that. Like, you don't know your worth. You know what I mean? You don't, or they're trying to put assumptions on everything you do or why you're doing it or why you're being single or whatever it may be. Or they're trying to like make everything you do some twisted fucking shit or whatever the fuck. Like some of you feel like this person is like working against your independence in itself. Okay? Or your worth. You don't know what you're doing. That's what people, okay, you gotta be careful with that because that's like kind of like a spell a little bit. People want to swap destinies with you. It's like a destiny swap spell. When you let a man or anyone or a woman get in your head, you don't know what you're doing. Or yeah, that's why you're doing it. It's like it's demons, and don't let anybody get in your head where they're now starting to fuck up your manifestation. You know what I mean? It's usually really insecure bullies that want your life. That's why it's a destiny swap. And they really can start to portray your traits if you feed into that energy. Okay, I know people are gonna think I'm fucking delusional, but it's true. Like, you need to protect your energy, not feed into it. And some of you guys, it's like this person uses their control or it's like they're trying to intimidate you in some way. Because I don't feel like I don't feel like you're doubting yourself. It's like it's just like creepy. Someone's creepy to you, or someone is just like trying to get in your head and you just want to be left alone because you know the truth. You know the grass is greener over there, or you know where you want to go. It's like something is moving forward for you really quickly, you know, but they're like working against it. Now, whoever you're dealing with, Leo. Ah, Leo, look at Leo. Oh, Leo's so fake. Page of Cups, Page of Wands reverse. Or Leo's so, this is like really immature communication. This is someone that's been keeping an eye on you. You know, they're hearing things through the grapevine, or they've seen things, or, you know what I mean? It's like, this is someone that like, sorry, this is like a really weird reading. I'm sorry, but like, this is what I'm getting. Okay. Just hold on. They're desiring, this is someone that is authentically desiring a relationship with you. Ooh, Seven of Swords, Ten of, okay, so didn't I just mention that? Wait, a destiny swap. This is someone that is literally desiring your destiny. Okay? They're seeing you as someone that is stable or wealthy or has abundance or Or some of you guys were in a relationship and it's like this person, like this is someone that is like spying. It's like a monitoring spirit. Some of you guys are dealing with a monitoring spirit or someone that is constantly trying to, you know, get in your head, or it's like they come towards you as if you're naive, or they come towards you all innocently just to like fill your head with shit. I don't know. I don't like that. This is someone that doesn't really, they're communicating with you, but in a really immature way. Procrastinating. This is someone that wants your life. Okay. Or they're being super manipulative to have or maintain a relationship with you. Like, I don't get like terrible vibes over here. It's just really, really immature. Like, it's like a weed, okay? It's like a weed. And if you put weeds around roses, they're going to die, okay? It's like, it's just a weed. It's just like a really immature weed that is communicating with you from a place of assumption, or they hear things through the grapevine, or they assume why you're doing things. You know what I'm saying? It can be a bit of a loudmouth too. This could be someone that like runs, like that's a little bit of a loudmouth or something like that. I don't know. I don't really get, I just get like, I don't even get malicious vibes. I just get, what would be the right word? Is cunning the right word? Like, I feel like they're very cunning. Like, they're very condescending. They're very, I don't know. They are trying to have you inspired to hold back. They are inspired to hold back. So I'm not gonna lie with you, Leo. So some of you guys are just dealing with a weirdo. Some of you guys are just dealing with someone that is super immature and they've learned some type of lesson and they're desiring to have some type of relationship with you. And it's like they're being very strategic when it comes to inspiring some type of action, or when it comes to their own daring actions. For some of you, this is someone that's already acted in a daring way and now they're trying to get away with that. But I feel like this person authentically is desiring what you have. Like, I strongly feel that. It's like they're desiring. So, and I mean, demons run the world. They're all over the place, okay? I say that with like, okay, it's just a metaphor, but it's true. And you have to be mindful of the way people talk to you, because sometimes people don't even know they're demons for real, for real. Sometimes people don't know. But if you find people talking to you where they're basically telling you how you feel, okay, they're telling you how you feel about something or how you should think about something, and they're constantly telling you. They're not giving you advice. They're not giving you constructive criticism. They're not showing care for your true feelings. They're telling you how to feel. Those are fucking monitoring demons, okay? And they're going to try to take the credit for everything you do in life, and they're going to try to swap destinies with you. That's it. Like, they probably don't even know, okay? But yeah, those people are weird, okay? Like, if they're coming towards you, especially in vulnerable moments, because you got to realize a demon cannot suck your blood and suck your energy with a vulnerability point or heaviness. They can pull you down. Okay, they can pull you down, but they can literally possess a vulnerability point if you don't have control of all your elemental energies. Demons attach themselves to your vulnerability points. So whether you are lacking money, whether you don't know your worth, whether you don't love yourself enough, whether you have emotional wounds, whether you, you know, are needing validation, or you don't know how to motivate yourself, or whatever, you need to be able to motivate yourself. You need to do all this by yourself. Why? Because if not, a demon will attach themselves to you and now have you addicted to something that is destroying you. You know what I mean? Or we have, you know, things like heaviness points where we have heartbreak or extreme debt or something like that. And that's how demons can pull us down and prevent us from ascending. And it's our responsibility to unload that shit, right? But no demon, no toxic, manipulative twat or spellbinding shit can do fucking anything to you if you have your stars in balance and you got the armor of God on, basically. You know what I mean? So that's it. So I never talk about this stuff because people think I'm Delulu. But since I brought that up, I didn't want to forget a video. It's nonsense. You just got to stay on top of your game and not let anybody get in your head and not let manipulative weirdo men try to control you, okay? Or try to intimidate you. So I don't know, you're kind of stressed a little bit. So, I mean, because let's just put it this way, the higher you get, because you're in a space where you are moving toward abundance and luxury and independence and freedom, security even. And it's like you feel like this person is working against that. And the closer you get to your lights, the lighter you get, the more in control you get, the more it's going to make people mad. The more they're going to try to bring you down. You know, and that's kind of what feels like someone's working against your freedom or your security. For some of you, it's just, for some of you on a smaller scale, someone is not on the same page when it comes to home security, how to secure the home. And you're pissed off because you feel like the man that's supposed to be showing up for you or protecting you is not really protecting you. They're doing fuck all, actually. And they're very arrogant and they're dumb. Okay? I just don't like that energy. I don't like that you're stressed or you're thinking worst case scenario. So yeah, get the fuck out of Dodge. Stay away from them. And if you don't feel like your man's protecting you, get the fuck out of there. What the fuck is he there for? Point blank period. If he can't protect, provide, and respect for you, what the fuck is he there for? Oh, because you love him, so you want to treat him like a princess. You want to be the man for him. I mean, everybody has struggles, but ultimately, like, your man should be, because all a man is going to do if they're not in their own power and if they're not knowing their own worth, they're just going to try to intimidate you and control you. That's it. Because men don't like to be like that. Men don't want to feel like shit. So it's like, I feel like someone's trying to like get control when they have no control and they're doing nothing but mess with your head. Okay? So, because yeah, a man should be providing, protecting, respecting. If he can't do that, he shouldn't fucking play around with the girl he's dealing with. And it's really that simple. And yeah, men, I'm not saying just because your man's not making money, you should leave him. I'm just saying overall, there should be an element of loyalty. And loyalty is giving your all to something. It's not just whether you cheat. Okay, loyalty is giving your fucking all to something. Being in full support of something. That's the literal definition of loyalty. So I don't think your person's loyal. And I think they're a dink, okay? In fact, I think they're a dink. And it's like they're becoming a weed in this growing beauty that you got going on. So sorry if you were looking for like lighthearted love. That's just what came up. My bad. You could be dealing with another Leo. We also have Aries. Could be any sign as far as almonds go. All right, Virgo. You'll be surprised how many fucking blowjos out there are fucking broke bums that brag about being loyal. Broke fucking bums that do fuck all that brag about being loyal. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking weirdos. I think it's weird. Get it together. Don't fucking mess with women you can't afford. Point blank, period. Anyways, what do we have for Virgo? Virgo. What do we have for Virgo and their person? Oh, 100%. 100%. We can talk about that too. But men always get bitter because I talk to women. Okay? But that's because that's what I'm here for. I'm here for women. I'm here for women. I'm not here for men. I think men should be there for men. I think men should start listening to men. And men should start finding good role models to listen to. I think it's a very unhealthy imbalance for a woman or for a man to expect a woman to guide them. Don't do it. Men should be getting together and helping each other, but they don't do that. They want women to help them. They want women to take care of them. They want women to take care of all their needs, in fact. They want women to tell them what to do, but they're still presuming power, and they're still trying to take control and be the man while they need to be told basic shit. You know what I'm saying? So men need to go find a man and get advice from him and say, do I want that life? Let me listen to him. Go do it. But if it's anything out of the realm of respecting and providing or protecting at least your woman, good luck. You know what I mean? No simping here. Absolutely. Do whatever the fuck you want. I really don't care. Like, men gotta stay in their lane. Just like women gotta stay in their lane. I've always said I have so much annoyance with men, but I also know there's no good of me telling men what to do. If anything, it's gonna cause an ego clash and going to make the collective masculine worse. Men need to start leading men. You know, that's like you see men always complaining, oh, all these women's shelters and, oh, there's always places for women and women always get the support. Well, why don't you men go open your own little shelter and go start something and help each other instead of wanting women that you hurt, to fucking bend over backwards to take care of your needs? I just, don't be going out treating like a man like a princess that isn't doing anything for you. It's weird. So, anyways, my vent is over, sorry. But yeah, men, listen to men. I don't mind being friends with men and stuff like that and giving you advice, but it's like, the fuck you listen to a woman for? You know what I mean? You're the man, aren't you? All right, what do we have for Gemini, or Virgo, sorry. Like, if you have to tell your man how to be a man, he's not the man for you. Okay? It's really point blank period. It's too much imbalance. There's too much imbalance there. All right, I gotta stop talking before I get myself worked up. But some topics I'm just really passionate about. And also irritated because, like, nothing changes. Like, the men just rebel and rebel that much harder and rebel that much harder. Oppress the woman. Oppress. I mean, look at the leaders. Look at anyone. And, like, men can sit and talk about whatever they want to talk about. But what are you doing? What is the men doing? Like, women can't even nurture because we're here fucking trying to, like, swing bats for the men sitting on the couch. We can't even fucking be in our nurturing feminine energy because we're constantly in survival mode because no man wants to be in a consistent, providing, protecting energy. It's like you're always in this fucking mind game thing because you're listening to too much Andrew Tate or some shit. I don't fucking know. But anywho. It's like, women just wants to fucking chill, but we can't. We gotta be masculine. We gotta be the person that you can't stand because we have more masculine energy than you. Like, women really just wants to sit and we want to be pretty and when we want to live, we want to nurture our children and be 100% there for our children. We can't do that because every other day it's like, what mood is he in now? You know what I'm saying? It's like you're constantly putting women in survival mode with your games and then playing victim. Oh, she's crazy. Bitch is crazy. Bitch is whatever. Be for real. All right, Virgo. All right, what do we have for Virgo and their person? 3 shuffles. What do we have for Virgo and their person? Overall energy. Okay, Queen of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, I'm not going to lie, that's someone that they're not really prioritizing love. They're kind of tending to their kiddos, their responsibilities. It's like tending to your work matters too, you know, taking care of business, whatever it may be. Some of you are feeling like that energy, like you tending to the priorities, you taking care of business, you know, showing up for this person in a respectful way. Like, some of you feel like respect is not working for this person, or showing up in, oh dear. You feel like you're not holding any influence and it's causing you to feel quite sad or down in the situation. You are either feeling left out, Virgo, or you're feeling emotionally unfulfilled. You may feel like you're dealing with someone that is emotionally in and out of a situation and it's creating a lot of confusion. And you feel like you're sitting here like, okay, I'm all about my business right now, or I'm all about this or whatever. Yes, okay. Yes, I got my life together flawlessly. okay? But you feel like you feel like it's not really holding any influence, okay? And it's creating a lot of doubt when it comes to the nature, or I wouldn't say it's creating doubt. It's just creating you to feel, I don't know, what's that Five of Cups? Two of Swords. I don't know, because you are feeling some type of emotional loss, Virgo. You're feeling an emotional loss. A lot of you guys are regretting. I'm not gonna lie with you, Virgo. Okay, this kind of feels like you're regretting a decision, or you're regretting not making a decision. You're recognizing tending to something in the conservative way is not really holding much weight when it comes to this person. And I'm not saying you're doing anything for this person, but you may have been really prioritizing. I mean, how can I say this? It's like you may have been in a space where it's like you recognize this is what I have to offer. You know, I can make money, or I can take care of the kids, or I can tend to the household duties, or whatever you feel like you have to offer. It's like you feel like you brought a lot to the table, and I don't know, you feel like it didn't hold influence, and now you feel like this person may have revoked some type of love, or you still feel like they're kind of in and out of it on an emotional level. But it's like you're feeling some type of regret not making a decision. Two of Swords, the Devil. Virgo, I feel like a lot of you guys don't know what you want, because you have something that is beautiful. You have something that is you want to tend to. You feel, it's almost like you feel like you lost someone because you made a head over heart decision about what you perceive to be toxic, okay? There was some type of head over heart decision, or things have went stale because you were trying to figure out what was toxic, what was not. Is this person toxic for you? Is it not? And it's created some type of loss, or it's created you to at least feel on an emotional level. I'm not gonna lie with you, Virgo. It feels like someone's kind of withdrawn from the situation because they're focused on the negatives about either feeling left out, or I don't know how to explain this energy. Someone withdrew. You're feeling a sense of regret, but you're also feeling a sense of loss, like regretting a decision, or not making a decision, regretting a decision about what was toxic. I don't know, maybe you're just not really that into them, because it shouldn't really be that, like, some of you guys are just not that into them, or you're just not that attracted to them, or something is just weighing on your confidence in the situation. Feeling left out, regretting. Why the Queen of Pentacles? I don't know, Virgo. It kind of feels like you're here like all flawless. It's like you're in your robe. It's like everything is like flawless. You got everything together, but it's like nothing's being offered to you. Some of you guys are just like hoping someone like, I don't want to make this sound a desperate way. Some of you guys are just hoping like this person like recognizes what you have to offer, because you feel like they've withdrawn, or you're just in a mood yourself because you want love, and it's like you don't really feel love this week, and it's weighing on your confidence. Some of you guys, it's like you're drained. Some of you guys are starting to doubt yourself. I don't know, you feel like you're not really holding any weight in this person's life, and you're in a space of like, man, I got so much to offer. You may have also just chosen to take a wise approach when it comes to how you maneuver in this connection, or whether you're with them or not. It's like you may have felt like you just chose to take the wise approach. when it comes to how to deal with certain affairs, right? With who you were associated with and whatnot. And you feel like it caused you to miss an opportunity, or you're just sitting here saying, damn, I'm like amazing, and like nobody's offering me anything. And it's like you may be just feeling down this week, you're feeling sad in your head. I don't know, Virgo. You are, it's like you're feeling deprived on an emotional level, but you're not really taking any action to do anything about it. And I'm not saying you should. You could just be having a week, okay? Well, I just realized I forgot to pull advice for Taurus. I'll get you guys advice. Remind me. I'll give you guys advice at the end. But yeah, I don't know. It's like you're in a space of like, yes, everything's flawless. It's like Rapunzel let down your hair. It's like you're in a space of like just waiting for Prince, but nothing's really happening, or you feel doubtful, or you feel like nothing's happening. Okay, so whoever you're dealing with, Virgo. Oh, see, this is someone that put you in a really awkward situation, okay? There's definitely some type of third-party energy, but this is someone that is quite rigid toward the situation. Do they want to lose you? No, okay? But there's also this energy of not... like this is someone that doesn't want to take any risks, or this is someone that's feeling quite rigid in this situation. I don't know, I feel like this is someone that is putting you in a third-party situation. And I feel like, see, this is the problem, Crosswatcher. I feel like Virgo fucking wants you, but you keep putting them in a third-party situation, and they're here like, well, what do you want me to do? Like, talk to you? Like, I'm gonna fucking ignore you until you give me something better, okay? Because you're looking at this as like an unstable situation, and I feel like this person's putting you in a position where they're refusing to let go of some type of third-party energy, and it's like now they're all insecure because they're not wanting to take any risks, and Virgo's like, would you just please use common sense? Would you just please use common sense? It's either associated with a third party intimately, or it's associated with something they're a part of. Like this person may be a part of something, or they party a lot, or the last time y'all got together with their friends or siblings, like their friends seem to like turn against you or something like that. It's like there's something pertaining to their social circle or a third party situation. And I don't really see this person taking any major risks. There is going to be an attempt to connect like as friends, but no major risks. And that third party is still there. No, they have not let it go. Two of Wands, they want you. See, this is the thing, Virgo. This person wants an opportunity with you before they make a decision. And Virgo's like, no. And it's like Virgo's like, I'm breaking my heart too. Okay, this hurts me too. But it's like, no, stop that. Lord of mercy. So I feel like this is someone that is wanting you, but there's a decision that needs to be made. Two of Wands can be like a decision between two, or this is like someone that has to go to their comfort zone in order to connect with you, or whatever it may be. And it's like they're not willing to take the risk. Okay, they're not willing to drop something, or they're not willing to. For some of you, this person just needs to ask for forgiveness too. Okay. Because the Three of Swords, they're still holding on to something. The Three of Swords in reverse can talk about forgiveness or healing a situation. Like for some of you, this person just needs to ask for forgiveness, and then y'all can move along. But no, see, I don't feel like this person is single. They're not single, and they're putting you in a very weird situation. Or they're either not single, or they're overly invested into things that it's like the Nine of Pentacles in reverse can overly try to flaunt with you with their nice cards, or with this or that, okay? And they're not really considering common sense in regards to what you want, okay? Nine of Pentacles in reverse generally creates their self-worth through like a lot of luxurious things, or whatever it may be, or they're clinging to things out of insecurity or dependence, and you're in a space of, I don't want you if that's a part of your life, or whatever it may be. Either way, this person is taking a very weak attempt to connect with you as friends, but it's just going to leave you feeling that much more disappointed. That's the best way I can explain it. And I don't see you using your ability to manifest anything. I don't see you taking control. If anything, you may lose your temper a little bit. But I mean, give me a little bit more in the King of Wands in reverse. No, Seven of Pentacles. No, I feel like you're just not doing anything. You're waiting for this person to use common sense, or you're waiting for this person to make better investments with you. Really. You could be waiting on this person to follow through with, like, for example, maybe they promised you something and it's like maybe you're waiting for them to follow through with something. I don't know, but you're over here sitting here with your pentacle, like just morbidly disappointed, okay? You're disappointed in this person. Sure. I don't know. You may even be starting to like, what's Virgo's true feelings? Death in reverse. You just feel like nothing's changing. This person is not changing. Nothing has changed. Nothing is changing. Nothing has changed. Strength in reverse. And the Four of Cups, you feel like this person is missing their own opportunities. I feel like you feel quite angry because you feel like this person missed an opportunity with you. Or you feel like this person is ignoring what you're offering. Like they're constantly wanting to sulk, or they're wanting to approach the situation in a way where they're looking at you in a negative way, when really it's not like that. It's like you feel like you can't even give this person your loyalty or respect, because it's like there's something they're honed in on in a negative way, where the moment you offer them something, or the moment you say, you know, maybe you put some type of boundary up or something like that, it's like they ignore it and they choose to even potentially make you feel like a problem for wanting that. It's that type of energy. So this person is going to make an attempt to connect with you. Now, again, this doesn't have to be that deep. It's maybe you don't have a long history with this person. Maybe it is a new person, but they're still putting you in a weird situation where you're like, well, that was disappointing. Okay. Because the King of Pentacles in reverse can talk a really good game. But yeah, the King of Pentacles in reverse can talk a really good game. So something like became quickly disappointing. I don't know. So, oh yeah, we were going to get you some advice. I got these new Oracle cards. I'm going to start using my general messages, what to expect. I actually was using them earlier in my personal readings. So I'm going to use them for my next general, because they're really, really, really nice. I've been needing some more. Like, there are better messages. Okay. All right. What do we have for Virgo? Advice for Virgo. The Sun. Okay. So some of you, depending on the situation, obviously, if there's like a shit ton of mess and like whatever, use your own discretion. But it's like the Sun, this is your advice. That is about self-expression. Okay. Or making something clear. Some of you guys maybe aren't being clear enough with someone. So if you want this person, obviously, maybe you don't. If you want this person, Virgo, you may want to be a bit more clear. The Seven of Swords in reverse. Some of you, Five of Wands in reverse, Hierophant in reverse. Some of you need to be clear about if you do have regret, because you do have the Five of Cups. Seven of Swords in reverse talks about regret. If you do have regret, just be honest or open. Okay? There's room. Now, I'm not... Just be honest or open. I mean, you may feel regret. Some of you just need to be honest about the fact that I wouldn't have entertained this, for example. Or you may need to be honest about the fact that you just want to avoid conflict or drama. Or it's like, some of you, there's a difference in values. Five of Wands in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse. This can talk about like not wanting the drama of family or family affairs, right? Like maybe there's family issues or family affairs, or like maybe this person's family has a difference in values in you, and you may just need to be very direct that like, that's never going to work for me. This is never going to work for me. I'm open to compromise on certain things, but this is never going to work for me. Whatever, you know, it could be, like I said, family affairs, or just like, something. I don't know, you may need to be clear with this person about potentially your own regrets. I don't know, because there is something about regret, Virgo, or needing to maybe say, I regret I regret you. I don't know, for some of you, or you just, because the Seven of Swords in reverse is like with new information provides a new understanding of like, okay, I need to deal with this a different way. Okay, be very clear about you're not going to turn over a new leaf, or you're not going to connect with this person, or you're not going to clear the air with this person. If something, I don't know, Hierophant in reverse, difference in values. Some of you just need to be honest with the difference in values, or you're not conforming to something. You're not. I don't know, you just need to be more direct with this person if you want them, okay? Some of you. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you feel like this person is holding on to like toxic connections because of like inheritance or shared resources, or like there's something about like inheritance or shared resources or disputes about money. I don't know. For some of you, you feel like this person is clinging to something because of money, because that could be it too. So you may just need to be honest with this person, or be open to provide solution. Like for example, Virgo, if I mean, obviously if this person is cheating on you or there's a third party, let them off, okay? But if it's something a little bit different, like, you know, there's family affairs or something like that, it's like you may need to provide someone a solution. Or be very clear in regards to what you're okay with versus what you're not, where the values are clashing, you know, something like that. So anyways, you could be done with the Leo. We have Scorpio, strong Leo, Virgo, Gemini, Capricorn, Taurus. Could be any sign as far as elements go. All right. Let me just have a quick smoke around. He claims he's separated for the past year. He's worried about giving her half of his money because of his business he built. It sounds very messy. I don't know what to say, but it sounds very messy. Every now and then I thank myself for never getting married, or even if I found, even if I'm happy as fuck with someone, I do not want to get married. Absolutely not. I think it's ridiculous, and I think it causes people a fucking lifetime of hell. And guess what? The leading cause of divorce is marriage, okay? Is marriage. I'm just joking. Don't listen to me. But that's just my practical advice of life is hard enough. Stay tuned for next week, okay? Life is hard enough. But I like the idea of marriage. Don't get me wrong. I like the idea of marriage, but I've never been, no. People can say what they want about me, but I've never been that impulsive that I'd be actually get married. I like the idea, but no, nothing's been that secure. Marriage is illegal. Exactly. It's a contract. Which really changes nothing, in fact. I guess I get it, but I don't get it. Like, I get it if you were, like, rich as fuck. You know what I mean? And you need to, maybe you need to protect yourself. Like, I think in America, I don't really know. Because I hear women say you should get married to protect yourself. But I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. And I think in America and Canada is a bit different. I don't really know what that means, so. Like, maybe for alimony. But even still, if you divorce a fucker, okay, do you really care that much about alimony? I mean, maybe you do if he's rich as fuck. Like, if you divorce, like, some celebrity or some shit, like, that would make a difference. But most people are dating people that make normal wages. Like, do you really need that alimony? I don't know. I don't get it. But I totally support marriage. I think it's beautiful. You know what I mean? To me, I think of it as a party though. Like I can't take marriage seriously to save my life. I can't. I mean, I've honestly never have witnessed in real life a happily married couple. I mean, I have family members that's been married their whole life, but they're miserable. I mean, or arguing. I've watched them argue because the guy wouldn't let her get her job. I've seen my parents be married for 22 years and they were miserable. I mean, no freedom, always court stuff, always legalities of shit. The hosts, who's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think you're probably actually, I mean, I guess that's the only good thing about marriage. There is one good thing to marriage. Now, mind you, this is me, this is Rose's opinion. This is not fierce, okay? Because I think marriage is a beautiful thing, but I do think it's man-made too, okay? But anyway, one good thing of marriage is if you go through all that work to get a divorce, you probably won't get back together. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, you know, because when you look at people that are like getting back together all the time, okay, yes, me, okay, hello. It's like you probably wouldn't have done that if you went through all that process of getting a divorce or something like that. So, I guess a divorce can make it more final. That's the only good thing in marriage. But then you have to go through hell to get a divorce. I don't know. I'll never get married unless it's like God in human flesh. Okay, I'm married to God for real, for real. So that's it. That's all. Marriage is a cage. But guys, I don't want to sit here and act like I think marriage is terrible. I think marriage is beautiful, but I think it's very rare to like. How do you know when you're 18 years old or 20 years old that this is my person? I just think like when I was 18 years old, I was fucking dumb as shit. Okay, you know what I mean? And I still am working on things. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, but it's like I was like really dumb. Like I was so brainwashed, completely 100% brainwashed. Two people can marry each other without court. Yeah, I think if you need to have a marriage to make your relationship like real, that doesn't make sense. Like to me, I don't know. Common law is the exact same thing as marriage. Or if you need to be married to get something out of you, like if you think your husband or wife is going to be better once you're married, you're delusional. Okay. And again, I don't want to sit here and act like I think marriage is beautiful. Okay, I really do. And but like look at even like you see people I never smoke. It's like you see people like look at there's so many celebrities even whoever you call it. Like let's just be real. I think marriage is like you agreeing that this is my life partner regardless of the good or the bad. I'm willing to go through the struggles regardless of if they're a piece of shit, regardless of if they cheat on me, regardless of if they whatever, do whatever. Because I look at like Ozzy. Look at Ozzy Osbourne and his wife. People praise them for their long lifetime marriage. Like he treated her like fucking dog shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like she agreed to that, and I respect that. She was willing to deal with that, and I totally respect that. And I think it's about if you are willing to get married, you need to also be willing to accept the fact that you may not be 100% fulfilled, but you will always have someone as a fallback. That to me is what marriage is. Because what else is it? Like, 'cause you see it all the time, like long lasting couples. And like Ozzy is like the first one I can think of. And I love Ozzy. And I think his wife is adorable. And I think she's brilliant and all of that. She's a Libra, which really worked well for that relationship. But like you see that all the time. It's like she went through hell. Like he couldn't even show up to his own wedding without being pissed drunk. Like he didn't, you know what I mean? And God only knows what she dealt with. I'm just saying, like, she agreed to that, and I think that's respectable. But can like I don't know how Like, was you taking care of it all emotionally, or was he actually ever there for you? Like, yes, he was there for you financially. Maybe that's all she wanted. Maybe you just need to be real with yourself when you get married of what do I actually want? Do I just want money? Do I just want this? Do I just want that? You know what I mean? Because yeah, if you're willing to get married, you just need to accept the fact that it's not going to be beautiful. It's not going to be a fantasy. This is just my person that is my ride or die. And this is my life partner that is going to, it's like, this is my ride or die. You know what I mean? But like, what if that person does nothing for you? You know what I mean? You have to be accepting of that too. What? You know what I mean? I just don't get it. I really don't get it. Even when marriage is talked about in the Bible, he's telling them to come in because they're getting married to Jesus. They want them to get dressed up to get married to Jesus. You know, Jesus wanted disciples. Like, and I think marriage is just like, and I think the government kind of abused that. The government likes to and everything. Like, I don't know. And I'm not a churchgoer, guys, and I'm not a Bible thumper, but like, I'm just trying to talk from the perspective of someone that will be like, okay, well, this is a religious thing. We do this because we're religious. You know what I mean? Well, that just depends on how you're comprehending the Bible. You know what I mean? I'm not religious, but I believe in God. But I believe that people take the Bible too literally. And I think the Bible is a beautiful thing. And I read the Bible all the time. But it's like, I think it's more of like, I don't think it's that literal. Okay. I don't think it's that literal. I think, you know, even in Revelation, I mean, we're talking about spiritual warfare there that you are going to be dealing with when you ascend. You know what I mean? It's a very painful experience. But I mean, maybe, I mean, God, like, I think Revelation talks about ascension. Like, that's like the judgment card. That's wrath, the wrath of God. You know what I mean? What are you going to do? You now have all awareness in the situation. Okay, you need to use God's discernment, Jesus's discernment, the Son of Man, to discern a situation with judgment, with good judgment. Okay, poor judgment, there's going to be wrath. Okay, good judgment, there's going to be a resurrection. Okay, you can resurrect. That's, by the way, Beyonce needs to come up with an album called Resurrection and get her shit together. Okay, because I need Beyonce back too. But anyways, it's like with good judgment. So I think judgment is about discernment and having an opportunity to apply your discernment in a new way. And without using that discernment, there's going to be wrath. And the wrath of God is applied. Like, people are living their life for one judgment day when they die, not thinking of all the judgment days we get in our existence of being. You know what I mean? Like, you're constantly being judged. You're constantly being evaluated. We're constantly using discernment in situations with every given experience. Constant accountability. If you're sitting there wanting God's grace and you don't even have the ability to use your own intelligent knowledge to make good choices when it comes to food, stuff like that, it's like God is constantly pushing us to be our best self through ebbs and flows, all of it. And that's why the word of God is like personal to people, and you take it and you read it and you do whatever you want with it. It's personal. God talks to us all differently. We're all in a different phase of our journey. And, you know, nobody needs to tell you. God will show you. God will show you the consequences. God will show you the blessings. God will show you everything you need to know to use discernment. You know what I mean? And sometimes that's why I believe in God so strongly, because sometimes you don't even have reason to know. You know what I mean? Sometimes you are just called to something so strongly, you don't even have reason to. You know what I mean? Think of being a kid, you know, having no one tell you directly what is right or what is wrong, but it's like you are so strongly, you know, adamant about, no, that's wrong, you know. That's God's judgment. There's kids and people that grow up to have amazing discernment that has no guidance or mentor to give them that. Explain that. God is real. So, and then you got to use good discernment all the time, because that you think it's oh, you have till you die. It's like we're getting judged every single phase of the moon. Okay, we're always getting judged. And we all have different convictions. So you can't say, oh, just because this is right for me, that this should be right for someone else. God has a different journey for all of us. You know what I mean? Unless someone is unless someone is removing someone's free will and hurting them, you know what I mean? Let them live. Because we all have the ability to use free will. We all have the ability to use discernment. And everyone's convictions is different. God talks to us all differently. And God don't like nobody that tries to play God either. That's why you got to give all the glory to God all the time. All right, enough with Rose's sermon. I'm sorry, guys. But God is my husband, I swear to God. I love him. God's been with me through my whole life. My whole life. It's the energy source. It doesn't matter. People get all triggered because you are tainted. The world and the government and religion has tainted your view of God's power, where now you look at it as a formality or an act of submission. No, that's not what it is. That is evil. God hates religion, in fact. God wants realness. God wants children of God, disciples of him. And we can't act in his image if we're not taking those ebbs and flows and taking them seriously. You know what I mean? But yeah, I love God, sorry. And that's why when people think I'm crazy and I'm doing dances, I'm like hanging out with God. That's a wave. You know what I mean? You don't need to be sitting at a church hanging out with God. You can be sitting in the best of energy God is giving you and pulling yourself out of any emotion, any negativity, anything. You can pull yourself out of anything with God. You just got to choose God. You know what I mean? And when you're feeling shame of some sort, if you've made a bad decision, something like that, do you know what God wants you to do? He wants you to acknowledge it, and he wants you to repent in the way of, I'm going to choose different. I'm going to do better. I'm going to hold myself accountable for those bad consequences. You know, whatever you got to do. God doesn't want you to hide behind him. He wants you to act on him and act in his name. That's what he wants you to do. Okay, moving on. That's why I always laugh. Sometimes I get mad at God. Like, I'm good at tarot, for example. I'm good at tarot. Like, tarot seems to be my calling and at the moment, and it doesn't make sense to me sometimes. I'm just going to be real. But it's like, I can only assume that I'm just here to teach people and help people through life. And that's what God wants from me in this moment of life. All right, let's move along. That's why it's important not to like, anyways, let's just shut up, Rose. Just let's move on. Let's move on to Libra. Like, I probably talk about God. What's funny is I'm a tarot reader, and I probably talk about God and live in God's name more than a lot of people that go to church. You know what I mean? I'm not saying everybody that goes to church is evil. Absolutely not. I've met so many beautiful Christian people. I've had mentors from church. I've had a beautiful woman that was an angel to me that went to church. So I'm not trying to say people that go to church. I actually go to church sometimes myself. Okay. I like the act of dressing up for my God. I like that. Okay. I personally like to go to a Catholic church just because it's more in alignment with my vibe. I was brought up Baptist, and I personally just enjoy Catholic church more. It just matches who I am right now. And to me, it's not even about what the pastor is saying or what the reverend's saying. It's not about anything except me making a choice to sacrifice a moment of my time to dress up for God and saying, wow, this is amazing. Thank you. Thank you for everything that you've done. And that's all it's about. So sometimes it's nice to do that. So, but you don't need that. And you think God is expecting you to, you know, sacrifice anything. God has grace. God understands. Okay. God, all God wants you to do is like choose better. You know what I mean? Like people think God is like selling happiness. Like people think if you believe in God, you can't listen to music or you can't do this. No, God wants you to be happy in the name of, dance in the name of the Lord. That's it. When we're praying, we are affirming an energy. Okay, that's why dancing and energy is so powerful, because when you're feeling that energy and affirming a powerful energy in a wave of God, you are amplifying that energy times 10. You know what I mean? So, and again, God, source, universe, doesn't matter what you call it. I like to call him God, but it's like, and the reason I call him, okay, is because I like to think of God as Saturn, right? God is ultimately going to give you consequence. There's always going to be consequence. You can never avoid consequence with God. You can never get away with anything. Karma is real. Saturn is like the all ruling father. Okay, everyone wants to divide people with like religions and stuff. This is all entangled. You know what I mean? All of this is entangled. You can't avoid Saturn. Anybody that knows astrology, you know that. You can't avoid Saturn's wrath. That's God. Okay? And the Trinity, the feminine and masculine, the spirit, the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, you know, maiden, mother, crone, all of these things. 3 is a powerful number, by the way. It's like all of these things are entangled. You know what I mean? The spirit is more the feminine aspect. God is the ultimate ruler of, there needs to be some element of sacrifice. There needs to be you saying, do you know what? I immediately right now desire this, but I also know this does not serve my purpose, so I'm not going to do it. And God will always direct you to a purpose. God will always give you convictions. So that's why discipline and all of that is so important. That is God. And then we have the Spirit who gives us downloads, who talks to us through ebbs and flows, all of that. The Spirit is always with us. Okay? But God is ultimately the one that's going to come down and say, okay, I see you're desiring that right now. I see you're wanting that right now in a moment of temptation. Does this serve all your other elemental energies? Does this serve your purpose? Or is this something that you can just sacrifice and say, do you know what? I don't need that. That's God. So I think there's an element of discipline you need, you know what I mean? Which you have to grow and figure out the consequences. I mean, all my early 20s in my maiden era, I've had to figure out the consequences of dressing revealing, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. I had to realize, oh, this is not the purpose I'm meant to be. And you pay attention to this by how it makes you feel, what it's attracting, what it's doing for your overall well-being, self-respect, dignity, and how you're looking in the image of God and the spirit and purpose that you're serving. Everything's aligned. Everything's aligned. Anyways, what is going on? Sorry. Full moon in Leo, I suppose. This is my heart space, guys. This is authentically my heart space. My Mars and Jupiter is in Leo. Literally what motivates me is God. Literally what gets me going and has me choosing certain things or not choosing certain things is God. For real, for real. So this is authentically my heart space. I've been actually quite emotional lately. The past few days, I've just been feeling so bad for the world. Oh my God, don't cry. I'm not going to cry. But I have been feeling so sad for the world, and like, but also realizing like as an energy worker, you have to put that much more. The harder the devil goes, the harder and the more energy you need to put out in the world. The more better energy. You have to contradict every negative force that is forced against you tenfold, completely, 100% all the time. And as a child of God, that's just your obligation, and you know that. And it sucks because we're humans in this vessel with experiences and temptation too. You know what I mean? And we can't feed into the ego. We have to constantly be like energy workers. However, I have been like feeling for the world, and I'm not going to talk about that. But anyways, Libra. Okay, let me have a quick so sorry, Libra. But this is authentically my heart space. I don't want you guys to think I'm preaching at you. This is just authentically my heart space. I could talk about this for hours and hours and hours and hours. Okay, is God. Because I know God is, I'm not talking about religion again, just to clear. I'm not talking about religion. I just know God is has wrath and he will show consequence, but he also has grace and support and abundance like nothing else in this world that will give you. He will always provide for you. He may not give you mansions beyond mansions, but he will always provide for you, and he will give you what you need in any moment, as long as you trust those ebbs and flows. That's what God will do. He will give you the abundance you need. And I know I'm a smoker, right? I hate that. You know what I mean? But that's where I'm at right now. So, but God always talks to me through the littlest of things, to what I put in my body as far as food and stuff like that, to getting to the gym, to, you know, bigger things, you know what I mean? Because God wants us to take care of us, so we have the full armor of God on, you know what I mean? And in a more spiritual context, to explain the full armor of God, I have a video on my small channel. It's like just balancing out your elemental energies. You have to be in that space, or you are vulnerable to manipulation. You are vulnerable to whatever the world tries to put on you. And it's a constant war, because the more balanced you are, the more demons are going to try to pull you down. It's just, but at the same time, it's like it's the only war I'd be willing to fight in my life. You know what I mean? And that's why life can be hard if you are spiritual, or if you are an energy worker, or if you are that type of person, because you're in constant hypervigilance of the reality of how this world works, and the energy and God and the consequences of that and all of that. And it's constant hypervigilance. You know what I mean? Because you know how powerful God is. It's not because you fear God, it's because you love God and you're loyal to that God, because you've been down the road without God and you've been down the road with God. This is constant. And it can be hard to find people that understand what you mean, but it's not your job to have people understand. It's only your job to live authentically, 100%ly. And if you're out here doing stuff and then, you know, a day later you're regretting it, guess what? That wasn't of God, that was of your ego. You know what I mean? And sometimes I do things stupid. I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? That was my ego. But then sometimes I do things that's fun and lighthearted and people judge me. But it's like I don't care, because it was like authentic. You know what I mean? Because you don't need to impress anybody in this world but God. And that's the only person you need to impress. That's it. And you'll be able to feel it. Okay? It's not anybody can tell you, oh, you're not on the right path with God. Nobody can fucking tell you that. Nobody can tell you that. You'll feel it. And I'm so passionate about this, because I don't like that the world taints God, and Bible thumpers are out here, like, you know, pushing people away from God with their indoctrination. And essentially is what it is. They're small-minded, and God is not small-minded. God is not literal. God is a powerful force that is beyond any book or paper or tradition, okay, or Sunday service. That's also why I go to Catholic church. Like, when I do decide to go to church, I go to Catholic, because I went to a Baptist church and I couldn't handle it. It's like they were bribing me to come, like, bring my kids, and they kept bribing me. Like, do you think I'm dumb? Like, people don't want to be treated like that. It's weird. Like, you can't even take it seriously. Like, it's like they're constantly trying to get you to feel like the church, some churches will constantly try to feel like you are so weak, like you are so vulnerable, like you are so lost. Like, the pastor will get up there hyping themselves up. You are so lost. You know what I mean? You are so vulnerable. If you're struggling and you need God, God wants you to come to him, not just when you need him, but when everything is going well too. You know what I mean? And you need to understand that the church likes to push you out of your power. You actually have more power than you believe, because God works through you, not for you. And I've always lived by that. God works through you, not for you. So you start getting in an energy where you feel like you need something. You know what I mean? Where you feel like you don't have the power, you don't have God's voice constantly 100% of the time, like you need some type of spiritual guru to pray on you, or to get some type of curse off you, or just whatever, you're already lost. That's lostness. You already have the power. You have everything you need. God is constantly giving you ebbs and flows. You just need to stop paying attention to all these indoctrinating type of things. I have probably 3 videos on my small channel, because that's all you need. That's literally all you need to know. That's how you balance your spirit. That's it. That's all. And when it comes to your connection with God, that's personal. Nobody's going to be able to teach you that. Nobody can teach you a connection with God. That's you in the private moments when who you cry to, you know what I mean? When you feel moments of gratitude, when you're like, wow, things are going so well. That's God. You know what I mean? Who are you giving the glory to? Are you feeling like, oh, you're queen shit, you're king shit, look at me, this is all me? Or are you giving the glory to God? Some people won't give the glory to God because they know it wasn't an act or done through God. It was done through, ill motives or ego or something like that. So they don't even know how to give the glory to God in moments like that. But those who act in the name of God, they know. I don't even know how to explain that, but it's like, I'm so passionate about it because yes, the world has twisted God, and it would make any one of God's children mad. It's God's mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, God's wrath is so strong that he wants you to understand that when you feel broken, God is actually trying to fix you. God is actually trying to push you to a place of look at what is fucked up. Look at what is fucked up. This needs to change. When you're even feeling ailments in your body, God is saying, feel this. That's why you shouldn't be addicted to Advil and addicted to all this shit. God is wanting you to feel this. Oh, maybe you shouldn't have drank that milk, or maybe you shouldn't have had that ice cream, or whatever. Little things like that. God will tell you everything you need to know, but he's not going to tell you that if you have no consequences. And everyone's like, well, where's God with all this evil? Yeah, where is he? Because he works through people. That's it. God works through you, not for you. It's an energy. And collectively, on a collective level, like, that's why as an energy worker, you have to understand that your energy is in 100%, how do you say, like, once you start turning on God yourself, you're also turning on the collective, okay? Because we are not all one, but we are all able to move a force in a similar way, okay? We are not all one, we are not all the same, but we are all able to use our energy in a similar way. I don't know how to explain that, but Lord have mercy. Amen. Came right on time. So yeah, I'm just really passionate about this, guys. And like I said, I'm told all the time I'm crazy and whatever, when really I have just a couple years ago surrendered my complete life to God. I've surrendered it. I've accepted the fact that maybe one day I'll have more friends in my life, whatever. But it's like, my job is to literally live a life of God. And if God wants me to have friends, or if God wants me to have connections, or if God wants me to have certain things, he will present that to me. You know what I mean? Until then, I have to live in my authentic truth of God, or it's not of God. I'm not going to go out here pretending to be someone else just so I can connect with people, just so I can whatever. That's not of God. So if you're feeling alone, if you're feeling some type of way, you're not alone. You got God. You know what I mean? Go hang out with him. Go put some music on, get in the energy. And God does not have to be, oh, holy night, okay? It can simply be you pumping up the music and just dancing in the glory of God, feeling that energy. God is an energy, okay? It will propel you. All right, moving on to Libra. Okay. And like I said, I'm not trying to sit here and get people to like, because I know how tainted the world is and their view is of God. I'm not saying you need to go wear skirts and all of this stuff. You just need to be authentic. You need to look at your money, get everything in control, not because that's what makes you a flawless being, but that's because that's what you need to fight the spiritual war in this reality, okay? You can't fight a spiritual war if you are vulnerable to every demon attack that the world tries to throw at you. And that's why you need to get your shit together. That's why you need to get your money together. That's why you need to love yourself. Everything is to the glory of God, and that's it, point blank, period. And one of these centuries, the world will be completely in a new era. God will return, okay? Things will be balanced. To be quite honest with you, I feel like this whole realm is a bit of a purgatory type of space, okay? But anyways, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, but That's more philosophical, okay? But God is 100%. God is 100% real. I mean, just look at astrology, look at Saturn, look at all of this. God is real. All right, what do we have for Libra? But it's not about heaven. It's not about hell. Okay, that's a way that that's a theory I feel that they use to create people in a literal way. Forgetting to tell you, God is judging you every other month. Whenever every decision you make, if you're not using God's discernment, if you're not using your better judgment, be prepared for the consequences. With every decision you make. And I'm not saying that judgment has to look a specific way. It just needs to be in the better judgment. You feel called. Like right now, I feel called. I'm in judgment energy. I feel called to talk about something. And I have to do it in the most authentic way. If I don't use discernment, then it could fuck me up. You know what I mean? If I wanted to talk about something because I seen something that triggered me and I wanted to tell a bee off, okay, that could mess me up because I know better. Because I know that's not of God. That's a demon trying to get me to put out an energy that's not authentic. Thank you, Melissa. I really appreciate that. Thank you for your message tonight. God bless you always. God bless everybody in this chat. God bless everybody in this chat. Okay. I truly do love you, and I want everybody to just be happy and understand the fulfillment that God gives you. And even when it comes to relationships and partners and counterparts, yes, it's nice to feel love and love, blah, blah, blah. But the reality is, you know, that we're probably finding people that are pushing us that much closer to God or helping us in this spiritual war. I mean, we're just going to stop talking, okay? We're just going to stop talking. But like, how many lessons and how much conviction and discernment have you gained just through life and consequences of different counterparts and soulmates and, you know, childhood shit, all that stuff. All that brings you closer to God. So, and it's a constant battle. Sometimes I lose it. Sometimes I lose it, for real. Sometimes I lose it and I vent and I say things I shouldn't say because I'm bringing attention to the wrong thing. Because what I need to be doing, what 100% is my responsibility to be doing, regardless of childhood abuse, regardless of all of that, 100% my duty is to sit here and still give the glory to God and still be on top of my shit and still be in ownership of my life despite all the demon attacks. So the demons can look at me and feel some type of way. Because demons have no power over you. God has already conquered all that for you. God has already given you the ability to conquer that because God has already conquered the world. So when I'm sitting here feeling sorry for myself because, you know, oh, I've been through this, I've been through that. Yes, I needed to give myself a period of grace and time and healing and acknowledgement and acceptance and all that. But when I find myself getting lost in the sauce and emotions of, oh, poor me, I'm completely using God's name in vain when I say poor me. You know what I mean? God, why did you do that to me? That wasn't God, that was demons. You know what I mean? And it's my responsibility as a human to say, fuck y'all demons, fuck you child abusers, all you people that support them, all you weirdos. Look, watch me run my ship and do my thing still. You know what I mean? Because what they're going to do is they're going to try to make you look crazy. They're going to try to, oh, have you pop off, have you go off all the time, make you look crazy. You know what I mean? Demons need something to suck their energy dry so they can completely deflect from their own issues. But as a child of God, God's already conquered that for you, babe. Okay? It's already conquered. So even when I find myself feeling some type of way, it's so petty, and I know that. And it's always in a moment of weakness, okay? Like I'm on my period or some shit. Like it's always a moment of weakness. It's not deserved. Because I've had about 2 years where I had to really grieve that experience and acknowledge it for what it was. But it's like, bitch, I'm back. You know what I'm saying? I realize what it is. It's demons, and that's it. And it's so weak. It's such a weak energy. It's so gross. God has already conquered that. You know what I mean? So if you're going through this ebbs and flows or heartbreak or things that are obviously, if you can look at it, that's wrong. If you're going through shit like that, God's already conquered that for you. You just got to pick yourself up. You know what I mean? Talk to God. You know what I mean? In the good and the bad. And we pray with affirmations. We pray with faith. We pray with knowing God has got it under control. You know what I mean? That's why it's important to not feel too much resistance, not stress too much, not anything, because we're basically saying, God, I don't believe you. God, I don't have faith in you. When we're constantly putting resistance in our life, we're saying, God, I don't have faith in you at all. You know what I mean? We have to understand that everything is happening for a reason. But certain things, I'm not saying you shouldn't be sad if you went through some rough shit. In fact, I completely empathize for you. And that's why I want to help people. And sometimes that's why I want to talk about things. And that's why I sometimes feel called to be vulnerable with certain things, because I know as you reading it, it's like, oh, I've been through that too. You know what I mean? But I want you to see that it doesn't have to conquer you. It doesn't have to make you some type of problem. But anyways, let's move along. What is going on tonight? This is God, okay? This is just who I am, guys. Literally, my Mars and Jupiter is in Leo in my 4th and 5th house. So what I love, okay, my passions, what I authentically love in relation to family, community, to support, I'm very fixed on, okay? I'm very fixed on God, okay? I'm very fixed on this. I can't help it. Sorry. I can't help it. I got a Leo in my 4th and 5th house. This is just my pure, authentic conviction that this is who I am. I can't even talk. I can't even focus. Because the world needs God so much. All right, Libra. Everything happens for a reason. And that's why I just got to say, I like when it comes to like child abuse and stuff, I've forgiven them, okay? In the way that they don't have control over me, okay? I've forgiven them. But I've separated myself. Why? Because that's their karma. That's karma for, well, why they don't want to use their own discernment, why they don't want to take accountability, why anything. You know what I mean? Because I'm a pretty fair person. God gives grace, but God gives wrath. There's consequences. When, you know what I mean? There's consequences to things. You can't say, because it's important to forgive and move on, but you can't forgive someone for hurting you as a kid and then simultaneously enabling them as a demon themselves without them taking accountability. Do you understand? You can't enable anyone that's abusive or anything like that and say, well, I love them, or I forgive them, or I've forgiven them. Well, did they take accountability? Because if they didn't take accountability in the right way, guess what? You're enabling a demon. That's it. That's why I get angry, because I'm not looking at these people as like, just someone that hurt me. I'm looking at it as like a demon. Like you're trying to hide behind God and have the nerve to hide behind God, have the nerve to hide behind the Bible. You know what I mean? Not just with my childhood shit, just with life in general. There's so many people out here that hide behind their nicely done suits, or hide behind their religion, or hide behind this. You know what I mean? But can't even step up. In my town, we just had an old man be blasted all over the social media because he stole something. Should he have stole it? No, but it was clear that he was struggling, okay? He was struggling. He bought milk and bananas, I believe, and he sold some egg bites, okay? Was that wrong? 100%, okay? Was it justified to blast his face all over social media and have these grown-ass men shit talk him and say they should cut his hands off and stuff like that to an old man without even offering to help him? Was that right? No, but should they have blasted him all over social media when just last week we had a human trafficker arrested and they had to keep his name private? That's what I'm talking about, discernment. Where nobody has it. Nobody has discernment anymore. Everybody's, and I technically, I low-key judge people that are sitting here saying this old man should have his hands cut off and stuff like that. I'm judging you because what's wrong with you that you are so quick to jump on something so small? What's wrong with you? What are you avoiding in your life? That's what I'm thinking. It's just weird. And no, you shouldn't steal. I think it's wrong as shit. But it's like, I don't know, something about that old man that fucking triggered something. I don't know if like emotionally I was connecting with him or not, but like I felt so bad because not one man offered this guy assistance. Not one man like offered to even, like, everyone's shit talking on broke people without offering any type of solution. And it's grown men too. It's always the grown men that are shit talking these people. Like, you're weird. That's a weirdo thing to do. Like shit talking people without providing any type of solution. You know what I mean? Knowing very well the world we live in and the livelihood and how much things cost and all of this is very unrealistic. People's arrogance is going to eat them alive when it comes to the wrath of God. I can promise you that right now. I think it's gross. I just think it's gross. Yeah, we just had a human trafficker fucking arrested half-hour away. And they wouldn't publicize his image, but yeah, blow up a fucking old man that wanted some protein or something to eat when he looked like he wanted something to eat, which again was he shouldn't have stole. But it's like, really, I'm not going to that store ever again. That was a store in my town. I'm not going there ever again. Weirdos. It's just weird. Anyways, let's move on to Libra. What do we have for Libra and their person? 3 shuffles. One more. Overall energy for you, Libra. Ace of Cups in reverse with the 10 of Cups. Oh dear. So Libra, I feel like you are coming together with someone. Okay. There is some type of like relationship at play, or it's like you are in alignment with someone. However, I also feel like you're expressing a lot of feelings of vulnerability, or you're expressing a lot of feelings of sadness or disappointments associated with something that you're having a hard time coping with, okay? A lot of you guys are feeling isolated, or you're feeling lonely, or you're feeling, there's something here that is like you're feeling kind of defeated, okay? You're recognizing, I feel defeated in this aspect, and as much as I love you, or as much as I want a relationship with you, I'm also feeling defeated in this aspect of life, and I do see you being very vulnerable. Okay, this is you being very vulnerable about external circumstances that have you feeling hurt, that have you, you may also be being vulnerable with someone about some type of betrayal or heartache that you're dealing with, and you're not really sure how to move on from that. So I feel like you're having a hard time, again, I don't know, you're being very transparent about some type of betrayal, some type of heartache. You're showing someone vulnerability about what is causing personal frustration. So I feel like you're not the most receptive to love, even though you seem to be in harmony with someone, mainly because of some type of betrayal or some type of pain that you've been harboring, that you're having a hard time. It's like you're closed off a little bit. I feel like you're closed off to someone's love or someone's support, because you could be like literally rejecting, like someone maybe trying to help you, or someone maybe trying to connect with you on an emotional level, but this is you like kind of backing off or kind of rejecting that. And you could be just being very transparent with them that you're dealing with something, or you're having a hard time trusting the situation because of something that you've discovered or something of that nature. So I feel like you're showing someone a lot of vulnerability, but it has you closed off to receiving love or anything like that. Let's just put it that way. Okay. Now, whoever you're dealing with, Libra, this is someone that is trying to be generous with you. This could be someone that is trying to take you out to eat or something like that. It does seem like some type of like bare minimum generosity, if I'm going to be honest with you, or someone that's offering like, oh, well, let's do this, or someone that is offering to pay for something, or someone that is offering to, it does feel a little bit like charity case type of energy. Like this is someone that may see you as someone that needs them to some degree. So they're offering like bare minimum effort, or they're offering to take you out to eat or something like that. But it seems to not really be happening in the way they want. Okay. I feel like this is someone that is offering to, because this is someone that's showing you some type of generosity because they feel like you are upset about something. Whether you're upset about a lack of social life, or you're upset about maybe the two of you don't go on dates enough, or if it's a newer thing, this person may be showing some type of generosity because you are upset about some type of selfishness, or maybe they started rumors about you or something like that. Like this is someone that is trying to balance out some type of negative energy going on between the two of you. King of Wands in reverse. I don't like that. That seems to be someone that's trying to put a band-aid over something. Okay. Because I feel like this ultimately, this person isn't really taking control in the way they could, or in the way they should. I do feel like this kind of feels like someone that is trying to put a band-aid over some type of drama, third-party situation, or even if they themselves cancel plans with you. This could be someone that has canceled a date with you or canceled plans. It does feel like someone that's putting a band-aid over the situation. And they're not even using their whole ability to show up for you in the way they could. I mean, what's this person's blockage? Knight of Swords in reverse. Well, it's an inferiority complex, or this person may have an inferiority complex to your negative view on them. So they may be having a hard time being transparent in the way they want to, because they feel like you're automatically going to be, because Knight of Swords in reverse is someone that can be a coward a little bit, or they have an inferiority complex. They feel like they have to follow your lead. Even if it's a newer person, their blockage is like trying to follow your lead. But in the same sense, oh, this is someone that's trying to follow your lead. They're not taking control. They're trying to put a band-aid over canceling plans with you, or starting some type of drama or some type of rumors, something like that. Give me more on the Six of Pentacles, because that's all they're doing. The Hangman. They may be trying to get you to see something from a different perspective. Like if this is a long-term relationship, this is someone that is recognizing, okay, you feel like you want the relationship, but you don't feel loved, or you feel isolated, or you feel frustrated to some degree, something of that nature. And this is someone that may be trying to get you to see something from a different perspective, even though they themselves could actually show up for you in more of a way. Or if this is a newer thing, this is someone that is trying to get you to see them from a different perspective. Okay, so if this is a newer thing, or someone that you haven't been in union with, this is someone that is doing the bare minimum to try to get you to see them from a different perspective. Okay. Like this is someone that basically feels like they're in timeout in your life. You've put them in some type of energetic timeout, and they're basically waiting to be released from that. They're waiting for Libra to not be upset anymore. They're doing the bare minimum until you're over it, is what this feels like. Okay. So, just give me one more on the Six of Pentacles, like Hangman, Ten of Wands. See, that's the thing. I feel like this person feels like they are doing a lot. Sorry. Yeah, this person feels like they are doing a lot, or they already got a lot on their plate. So this person tends to show up giving you the bare minimum because they really do got a lot going on. And they may be wanting you to see their perspective in relation to how much they got going on, or everything that's on their plate, or whatever it may be. And they could be sharing, this person may be trying to share the responsibility with you. If this is someone you haven't been in contact with, this is someone that is going to try to have mutual blame. Like they're wanting you to share the responsibility of what happened when you're like, wait a minute, you know what I mean? Wait a minute. Or if this is someone you're in a relationship with, this is someone that is wanting you to see the fact that they already are putting in the work, or they already got a lot on their plate, okay? If you're in a relationship with this person, like I feel like you're wanting something that this person at least feels like they can't offer you, either because they feel like they already got a lot on their plate, or this is someone that is starting to feel some type of pressure to put in more work in the situation. But I feel like they're also in a space of wondering if, like, I'm not gonna lie, this kind of feels like someone that recognizes that you want them to put in more work to some degree, but I don't really feel like they want to put in more work, okay? So they're kind of falling under pressure, or they're starting to become tired. Like this is someone that's like, oh, Libra's in this mood again, okay? It's like they're in a space of like, well, I have been putting in the work, and they may feel like you're in a mood, and maybe you are, I don't know, okay? But from what I'm looking at, it kind of feels like this person either canceled plans with you, or there was some type of negative disconnect or drama or rumors, or this is someone that isn't really taking control in any way, shape, or form, and this person is basically feeling pressure to put in more work, and their blockage is the Knight of Swords in reverse. So their blockage is an inferiority complex, maybe feeling unable to put in the work that you want them to, or being a coward or something. It kind of feels like oftentimes, men, not all men, so please, if you're a real man, don't take this personally. Sometimes men like to, like, for example, if you break up and they get with someone else or something like that, sometimes men like to choose the easier option, not because that person is better for you, and no shade to the easier option either, not because that person is better, but because men don't like to feel pressure. Men are the way they are. It's actually very rare, scientifically proven, that men are generally the way they are. It's not going to change, okay? Women are a little bit more evolving, and men can evolve. Don't get me wrong, okay? But a man, for example, a man in his 20s, if he is a hard worker, he's going to be doing that in his 20s too. He's constantly going to be trying to be innovative with new ways, stuff like that, okay? So women usually end up changing because they're embracing a new energy, and men can change in the opposite direction too, becoming a little more feminine. But regardless, generally, men sometimes pick the easier option, whether that's being single or an easier woman, because they don't want to have to put in the work, okay? And if they feel pressure, Libra, if you're making them feel pressured to put in more work, they're starting to question, is this too much work? Is this something I want to do? Man, this is getting tiring, or whatever it may be. And you may be just asking them to get a job, okay? You may be just asking them for something like that. So depending on the nature of your situation, maybe you are being too hard on them. I don't know. But it kind of feels like someone that's starting to feel like this is becoming a lot of work. But it's funny because they're not really doing anything. You know what I mean? See, if they were in the King of Wands upright Magician, I'd be like, Libra, they're already doing so much. I don't feel like this person I don't feel like they're doing anything. So they may just choose to just like offload the responsibility, even if that's just saying, okay, well, I don't want this anymore or whatever. Okay, they may just choose to offload the responsibility of it just so that they don't feel pressured to do anything. Okay, because yeah, sometimes guys get with girls sometimes that don't make them feel so pressured. You know what I mean? And that's good. That means that, okay, you understand your, your personal boundaries, or you understand what it is you want in life. It's important to find people that want the same things in life. So I'm not saying one way is better than the other, but sometimes and then sometimes you can get with people that want more out of life too. So it can work both ways. But I feel like whatever you're wanting, they're looking at this as like, this is too much. You know what I mean? I'm here trying to be nice. I'm here trying to get you a gift, or I'm here trying to like balance things out, get you to see things from another perspective. Oh, but now I'm tired. Okay. I don't know if I want this anymore. It's that type of energy. So I don't know, Libra. So I feel like you're being vulnerable with what is your advice for Libra? So I feel like this person is going to make bare minimum effort, and they're tired already. Okay. They just gave you a hug and they're tired. They're tired already. Okay. They're tired. Oh, you're too much. Your advice, 5 of Wands. Interesting. Just give me another card of advice. 5 of Wands, the Emperor in reverse. Stop agreeing, okay? Stop agreeing, stop compromising. The 5 of Wands in reverse would be compromising, you know, being open to the solution that's being provided, or agreeing, you know, whatever it may be, being open to avoid conflict. But with the Emperor in reverse, this is like, I'm not saying, I mean, some of you just need to like say your 2 cents regardless of if it starts drama, but others of you, it just, you need to kind of use this pain or use this disillusion or use whatever you're feeling as a source of like fuel to kind of fight your way out of it, okay? Because this is saying that, especially for my feminines, okay? For my masculines, you know, you may want to, you may be being pressured to do something that, like, for example, for my masculines, you may be feeling pressured to do something like not show up for your kids to some degree. Some of you have a new girlfriend that has a problem with your kids or your kids' needs or something like that. So for my masculines, you need to step it up a little bit and understand what's worth fighting for associated with children, okay, or associated with your responsibilities, okay? For my feminines, you're in a space where you may need to not agree to something that is just ridiculous. Like, you're not doing anything. You're just trying to intimidate me, or you're not taking any control, or you're not even showing up for me like you think you are. Like, there's something here where someone isn't showing up, okay? Or you need to disagree to not show up. Like, I mean, like for example, some of you, like, you literally have someone that's trying to say, just let your ex deal with them, something like that, okay? Like, some of you just need to fight for the fact, like no, I'm not agreeing to that. I'm not agreeing to be a bad father just because you want to feel more loved. You know what I mean? Or I'm not agreeing to take advantage of my position just because, or not show up to work because you want to feel more loved. And then some of you just need to stop agreeing with someone that keeps taking. See, Libras, I love you, Libras, but people can manipulate you if they put enough pressure on you, okay? Because you ultimately want balance, okay? You ultimately want balance, and you can exhaust yourself trying to get that, and you can hold animosity within and whatnot. So people can sometimes manipulate you, unless you are aware, Libra, if they put enough pressure on you, okay? If they're constantly getting you to subject yourself to experiences that undermine your own well-being, but also keep the peace, okay? So, I don't know, don't agree to something. Be open to laying down the law. Be open to, I don't know, don't agree to something. So, because sometimes Libras can lay down the law, and they'll get mad, and they'll lay down the law, and then they go back into this calm energy. You know what I mean? And people can use that against you, because it's like, okay, you made a scene of whatever, and it's like, okay, we get that, but now you're calm again. So that's why people think Libras are fake. They're not. They just literally don't have the energy to be mad all the time. You know what I mean? So that's why I say, if Libra says something or that was wrong to them, and it's like they go back to calm energy, they're not over it, okay? They're just in calm energy now, okay? They're not over it. Libras don't have the energy to fight all the time like a fire sign would, or something like that. So, I don't know, don't agree. You don't have to waste energy, but just don't agree. You know what I mean? Don't agree to the date. If someone's giving you bare minimum effort, don't agree to it. Don't agree to something. There's something you shouldn't agree to, okay? Great. So you could be dealing with an Aries. We have Virgo, Gemini, Leo, Pisces. Could be any sign as far as elements go. All right. I get Libras. I have Libras in my host of relationships. So I can kind of like, that's how I like really get to know signs. I'm like, okay, well, how I am with this, how I am with that. So in my long-term relationships, I'm a Libra. And I hate it. So I understand the frustration of being a Libra. But I also understand your method. Okay? So, all right. Scorpio. Period. Yes. All right, what do we have for Scorpio and their person? Hi, Ambassador Scorpio. You always pop up right on Scorpio. Like, I don't even know. Sometimes I think, like where did you come from? Ever since I've had this channel, like, literally. Ambassador Scorpio. I appreciate you always showing up. All right. What do we have for Scorpio and their person? Sorry, I'm so cold. That's why I hate doing videos here. 3 shuffles. All right, overall energy for you, Scorpio. Ace of Pentacles in reverse with the Chariot. Magician, 5 of Pentacles. The Temperance and the King of Swords. Wow. Okay. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Chariot, 10 of Wands. Okay, why the Ace of Pentacles in reverse? Ace of Swords. All right. All right, Scorpio. So here's the thing. I feel like you feel abandoned, or you feel left out, or you feel like you're going through some type of hardship here that you need to be smart about. I feel like you're in a space where you are interested in integrating with someone. You could be dealing with, someone else had this. I think it was Taurus. Some of you are dealing with the Taurus, it doesn't have to be. But you're in a space of potentially feeling left out of something that you're wanting to be a part of. Okay? It's like you may feel like this person abandoned you, or again, you just there may be a part of you that's feeling, I mean, why is that 5 of Pentacles? Eight of Swords in reverse. See, I feel like you're in a predicament where you're going through your own financial adversities or your own insecurities, where you're recognizing, okay, I'm in a vulnerable space right now when it comes to money, or when it comes to, or you're just in a space of avoiding being gaslit or victimized. So you're in a space of putting mind over matter. See, I don't want to twist things, because I feel like you're in a space of avoiding being gaslit or victimized by a situation, which is why you're tempering, you know, how much energy you give into it. I feel like you're being resourceful by connecting with this person. I'm not saying you just look at them as a resource, but I do feel like you're being smart when it comes to how you connect. You're in a space of putting mind over matter. You're in a space of being open to communicating unbiased, you know, conversation. You may also be wanting to give someone advice. You may be wanting to teach someone something, or you're wanting to give someone advice, but it's like you're wanting to integrate with someone. Like some of you are literally integrating with someone to teach. Like some of you guys, maybe you're teaching something together, or you feel like you and someone else could teach something together. Okay. Because there's some type of major breakthrough or idea or realization that's giving you it's like you are excited. It's like you want to manifest this person into your life, but you either feel like this person already abandoned you, or you feel like you need to be smart about putting yourself in a vulnerable position. So you're being very wise when it comes to how much energy you give into it, but you're also open to blending something or creating something with them. So you are using your influence, okay, whatever that is, whether that's your social media, whether that's your position. I mean, give me a little bit more on that, what that magician is, the hermit. It could be just, you know, your wisdom. You are using your resources. You feel, let's just put it this way, Scorpio, you feel like you have wisdom. That's your resources, the hermit. You feel like you can give yourself to a situation in a way that you can, you know, work with someone. You know, if this is, I mean, obviously this is love related, sorry. But for some of you, this feels like worky, okay? Or it feels like something where you're teaching someone or guiding someone or giving someone advice. So some of you feel like you can offer someone some wisdom, okay, or a new way of doing something, or you want to help, but you're also in a space of trying to be smart because you're in a space of wanting to still work. Like, I don't feel like you're thinking commitment. I'm just going to be honest with you. You're in a space of, okay, these are my insecurities, or this is what I'm going through. This is how much energy I'm going to give to the situation, but I also want to keep to myself for a period of time. But I feel like I have knowledge, or I've gained some type of enlightenment that is making me want to integrate with someone somehow. So you want to intertwine with someone in hopes to, you know, create. There's something here you're trying to create with someone. I mean, what is Scorpio trying to create? Four of Swords. Some of you guys are like, Four of Swords, like, some of you guys are working with someone, seeking help. Some of you guys are helping, like Four of Swords can be like counseling. Maybe if this is a long-term relationship, I'm just going to be 100% honest. Some of you guys are considering counseling, like marriage counseling maybe, or you're just considering, maybe you're working with someone to counsel or to teach. I mean, give me a little bit more. Self-help. Four of Swords, self-help, World in reverse. So there's something about an unfinished project, returning to something that was unfinished. This could be unfinished business that you've had with someone. So you're in a space of willing to create with someone to heal unfinished business, to apply a heightened sense of awareness and logic to blend with someone. So it's like you're, like, for example, if you had a history with this person and neither of you have knowledge or anything, you're just like wanting to make it work with this person. This is like coming to a place in your life where you're willing to accept the differences because of some type of newfound enlightenment, okay? You could be like realizing the truth about something as well, okay? Nine of Swords. So I don't know, you want to integrate with someone. So I feel like it's you communicating with Scorpio, or you're giving someone advice or something like that. You're open to, it's very awkward. It's like, I'm open to making this work, but still trying to be smart. Okay. Now, whoever you're dealing with, Scorpio. Three of Pentacles in reverse, a Hangman in reverse, Knight of Cups in reverse, High Priestess, Nine of Wands. So this kind of feels, Scorpio, like someone that feels like the two of you have some type of repetitive pattern. Okay, I'll read it if it's not a past person, but this does feel like someone that is losing interest, or they are not really willing to see something from a different perspective. Like if you're trying to give this person advice, I don't really see this person being willing to see anything from a different perspective. They're trusting their own instincts when it comes to an ongoing battle, or when it comes to them needing to set boundaries to the situation or something like that. And for some of you, Scorpio, this person may perceive you to be someone, if you have a history, they may perceive you to be someone that's a little bit in and out emotionally, and they feel like they can't really rely on you, or there's some type of repetitive pattern that makes them feel like the two of you are not on the same page. So this is someone that is, at least, now the Nine of Wands is someone that is not giving up on the situation, or they're willing to like consider, okay, but like they're not giving up, but they do have high boundaries. However, I feel like there's a bit of an assumption that the two of you are not on the same page for whatever reason. And with the Hangman in reverse, you may be dealing with someone that has a bit of an unwillingness to see your perspective. Why? Because they feel very sure of themselves. Like this is someone that is trusting their intuition. The Fool. They do have faith with you though. my dude. I don't know why I wanted to call you my dude. They do have faith with you, but they do feel the need to set some boundaries, okay? They have faith with you, but they want to set boundaries because of some type of repetitive pattern or feeling like the two of you are not on the same page. If this is a new person, this is someone that may not immediately be a team player with you. Are they going to curse you off? No. In fact, they're going to handle the situation very classy. They do have boundaries up. They have questions, okay? It's almost like someone that is trusting their intuition when it comes to putting their boundaries up to some degree. But they're also like in a space of, you know, still having faith in the situation, but for some reason they have a fear that the two of you are not on the same page. Maybe what you're communicating, they feel like, I don't agree with. Okay, it's kind of feeling like someone doesn't agree. Fool, Knight of Wands in reverse. So they're holding back, okay? They're holding back. I don't know, Scorpio. I mean, what does this person want with Scorpio? Anything? Page of Cups in reverse. Okay, one more. Ace of Cups in reverse. Some of you, Scorpio, this is someone that wants to kind of hear your 2 cents, but they want to keep love out of it. Or this is someone that may want to suppress their feelings when it comes to you, if they have feelings. For some of you, if this is a new person, they're interested, but they have some boundaries up because they want to keep love out of it. So I don't know if you're blending something. This person wants to keep love out of it. If this is a past person, this is someone that may have a lot of repressed emotions or bitterness towards you. So they may be in a space where they're not in this naive, oh, Scorpio is amazing. They're in a space where they're choosing to suppress their emotions because they have boundaries up. Do they still have faith with you? Yes, but they feel like they need to like be super spiritually intelligent when it comes to navigating your ass. I don't know why. Okay? I don't know why, Scorpio. I'm just messenger. It's like they have faith with you, but they also want to suppress their feelings for you because they no longer think, oh, like they're no longer thinking so like innocently about their feelings because of some type of broken promise. Like this is someone that's having a hard time taking their emotions seriously for you because of some type of broken promise already, or some type of vindictiveness, or some type of suppressed emotion. So if it's a past person, what they want, they don't want to give up, but they do have their boundaries up and they're wanting to kind of suppress their feelings and hold back from being impulsive and try to like trust the process. But there is a fear or an assumption that there's going to be some type of repetitive pattern, which has them not being a team player or implementing what you want them to implement. And if it's a new player, if it's a new player, if it's I'm sorry, I feel your pain. If it's not a new player, fuck, I didn't need to go to bed. If this is a new person, Scorpio, this is someone that is interested, but they have major trust issues when it comes to you trying to seduce them into something. Okay? Do they have faith with you? Yes. Do they have desires with you? Yes, but they're keeping their desires a secret. Okay? They have their guard up. There's major trust issues, and they're choosing to hold back from being impulsive, and they may be low-key feeling like you're trying to seduce them into something, and they're kind of wanting to keep love out of it. So I don't know, I feel like you got a bit of a project, okay? Not a project, but I feel like this is someone that it is going, if you want them, you don't have to have them. You don't need to give a shit about them. But if you want them, you're going to have to get them to trust you emotionally, okay? Because right now they feel like you're just seducing them, or there's some type of vanity in your approach, or they already have a history with you where maybe you've already broken promises with them or something like that, and now they have trust issues with you. Okay? So they're not giving up, but they do have boundaries. Okay? You could be dealing with a Pisces, strong Pisces. We also have Aries, Virgo, Sagittarius, strong Virgo, and Gemini. Okay? All right, Sagittarius. I know you know who the fuck I am, by the way. I don't know. I thought you were. I can't tell if you're venting about a person or if you're venting to me. She's here as long. Little fucking. Did you know she knows that she doesn't understand what the fuck? And the only reason I stopped here is because she's been a reader. I don't understand what you're going on about. I still can't tell if you're venting about me or if you're venting about a person of interest. All right, what do we have for Sagittarius? Sorry, I do see you. I just assumed you were venting. I don't know what you're on about. All right. I can't tell. Okay, Sagittarius. Okay, that's what I thought. Feel free to vent about whoever. I thought she was talking to me. All right, but I wasn't ignoring you. If I can tell you're venting with someone, I'll probably just ignore it because it's like you're just venting. Okay, but if you're talking to me, I'm sorry. All right, what do we have for Sagittarius and their person, universe, spirits, and guides? One more. What do we have for Sagittarius and their person? 3 shuffles. Overall energy for you, Sagittarius, 7 of Wands in reverse, 10 of Wands in reverse. I feel like you're kind of releasing this or you're just giving up, okay? 10 of Wands in reverse. The Devil. Why do you guys get the Devil? You guys have got the Devil, I feel like 4, 5, 6 of my last live reading, maybe more. Lord have mercy. But I feel like you are kind of giving up on the situation. Devil, High Priestess in reverse. What is that, Sag? What is that? So, High Priestess in reverse, Devil, anyone that knows tarot, that's like black magic. That's you trying to throw a lot of certain energy at someone, or you trying to manipulate someone, or you, you know, or you are just oppressed with your own fear of the situation. 7 of Wands in reverse can fold under pressure, or they can just give up because they lack a defense or they don't have the will to fight, essentially. And I feel like there's something here where you don't have the will to fight for it, but you're also in self-preservation mode. See, let's just put it this way. I feel like you're contemplating being honest, but you find yourself just detaching instead because there was something, I don't know. I feel like you're low-key obsessed with this person, Sag, but you're also having a hard time fighting for it because you feel like it's too much work. It kind of feels like you're obsessed with someone that you're having a hard time fighting for because you feel like it's too much work, or you're having a hard time being honest about something. Okay? So let's just see what this 4 of Swords is, because you are contemplating 2 of Wands in reverse. See, you are kind of choosing to limit. This is you choosing to limit yourself in the situation. Maybe you're just not interested in the person enough, or you're just limited by fear, or you're limited by having a hard time making a decision, or limited by your reality even, okay? 2 of Wands in reverse, 4 of Swords. There's something here where you're in self-preservation mode, contemplating, preserving. Some of you guys, I don't know, you're just limiting yourself from the situation, either because it creates too much fear or there's too much unknown. This is like self-preservation mode, has you not wanting to make a choice either between two people or just give me one more in the Four of Swords, because why do you feel the need to keep that to yourself? Three of Cups. So for some of you guys, you're a little bit hesitant. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Some of you guys are desiring to limit someone from a partnership, and you're throwing a bunch of like dark energy at them, and it's stemmed from self-preservation mode or something of that nature. Okay. Because the Seven of Wands in reverse is someone that doesn't have the advantage in the situation, or it's someone that can fold under pressure, or it's someone that just gives up because they don't really have a defense. Some of you guys may be choosing to either, again, see, this I would normally look at is you are thinking about just staying put, but you are in a space where some of you are like in a space where there's a third party, but you're in self-preservation mode, or you don't want to say that to this person, or you're trying to, like, for example, maybe you're in a relationship and you're interested in someone else, but you're keeping that other person to yourself. Okay. I feel like there is a part of you that's like contemplating, like making a final decision, but let's just clarify that King of Swords, because that might be honesty. Ace of Wands, action. Okay. So I do feel like some of you guys are going to eventually like, and again, the Seven of Wands in reverse can talk about folding under pressure, you know, or something like that. Or because you lack a defense, it's like you just kind of give into a situation or something like that. Or it's like you're putting yourself in a very vulnerable position to be honest about something. But I feel like you're putting yourself in a very vulnerable position to be honest about something. So I don't see this as detachment. I feel like you actually are struggling with something. And I feel like you may just be honest with this person this week surrounding, I mean, what is Sag need to be honest about? The Chariot. One more. One more. Chariot, Page of Cups in reverse. Some of you, I feel like you may feel like you need to Chariot, Page of Cups in reverse. Inspired to distance yourself. You may just need to tell someone or be honest about the inspiration behind wanting to get revenge on something. Because the Chariot talks about revenge, and with the Page of Cups in reverse, it's almost like maybe there was some immaturity or vindictiveness or something like that. You may be in a space of wanting to be honest or fair or something, okay, about actions being inspired to overcome conflict, or it's like trying to like, the Chariot can be like a vengeful approach, someone trying to take control, but it can be in a negative way, a vengeful approach. And with the Page of Cups in reverse, I feel like this is almost like a vindictive, vengeful approach. Like some of you may feel like you lack a defense when it comes to a vindictive, vengeful approach that you took to in response to either someone breaking a promise or just in response to something. I don't know. There was something here that was taking control, but it was like derived from vanity. And it's like, you may feel like you need to be honest about that. Okay. Because I feel like it's been weighing on you. There's something that's been weighing on you. So I don't know. I feel like you just want to be honest with someone in hopes to preserve like their friendship or the relationship. But I also feel like there's still hesitation because you have a choice that you need to make and you're having a hard time putting yourself out of your comfort zone. I mean, give me one more in the Devil. King of Cups in reverse. Some of you guys just know that this person is not willing to overlook something anymore, or you're just feeling addicted to I don't know, guys. I'm getting off that, okay? We're already too long in this video. um, you may feel oppressed with either feeling like this person isn't willing to overlook something, or feeling oppressed with a lack of empathy, or feeling, some of you guys have addictions. Some of you guys, there's addictions at play too. I don't know, but it's heavy. And I feel like this week you are being honest with someone about what inspired you to do something, but you're doing it in a diplomatic way, not in a you're the blame type of way, or I'm the blame. It's like you're doing it in a very diplomatic, fair way. Listen, this is what's going on, okay? But you're putting yourself in a vulnerable spot. And I feel like it's just because you don't want the burden of it. Because the Ten of Wands in reverse, yes, not putting in the work. But I feel like you feel the need to be honest just so you don't. Sometimes you just have to be honest to free yourself from a situation. So I don't know what's going on with that too. Some of you guys are trying to preserve a third-party situation, and you feel like you need to be honest to free yourself from something. I don't know. So like because there's something you want to, because what's weird is you don't really want to put the work in, or it's like you want to just offload the burden of something. Okay. So whoever you're dealing with, all right, so this is someone that is taking a wise approach when it comes to going to the extremes in the situation because of some type of reality check, or this is someone that feels limited in their options. Like this is someone that receives some type of reality check. They've uncovered something. And I feel like this is someone that's taking action in the way of like, please give me clarity on this. Maybe that's why you're falling under pressure. Someone could literally be confronting you, Sagittarius, about something. Like, please give me clarity on this. What's this? Like they're not afraid to take action. Like someone's like, what's this? Like they become enlightened to something. And I feel like they are trying to be rational or take the practical approach. And I do feel like this is someone that wants you, okay? This is someone that generally wants to fight for this connection or whatever it may be. They want you. But there's also like, what is this? Like the Five of Swords in reverse can talk about uncovering something or receiving some type of reality check or receiving some type of clarity that they want to address. This person wants to address some type of clarity that they received. Three of Wands in reverse, Nine of Wands in reverse. I don't know, Sag. This is someone that feels like they're not really seeing what they expected to see, or something isn't playing out the way they wanted it to play out. And it's kind of putting them in an exhausted spot where they just want to walk away or give up or at least distance themselves from the situation. But they are going to the extremes to get some type of clarity. Five of Swords in reverse. But they're also in a space of not wanting to, like, this isn't someone that is trying to fight for the situation in a way of like, you hurt me, blah, blah, blah. They're just in a space of like, this is what I've seen, or they feel like they've received some type of reality check in the situation, but it has them walking away while simultaneously addressing the situation with deep concern, or addressing the situation in a very authoritative type of way, okay? King of Wands can sometimes go to the extremes on things. Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Cups. I feel like this person really cares about you, though. So, Sagittarius, I feel like this is someone that really cares about you, but they've also learned some type of lesson in the situation. And it's like they want to follow their heart. I don't know. They may be tempted. There may be a temptation for this person to just kind of like leave things up to fate or let go of the situation, because something is making them feel like they're fighting a losing battle. I don't know. Something is making this person feel like, what is this? What is this? And that could be what has you oppressed too, because things could have come to the surface or something of that nature. So I don't know, Saj. Some of you, maybe you limited your own growth in the partnership because of a third party. Some of you are dating someone and it's like you run into like someone in town while dating someone else, or like they see you with your ex or something like that. Like some of you, it's like you could have literally limited yourself by connecting with something, and you're in a space where you feel inspired to be honest about what inspired that. Well, oh, it's because of children, or because of this, or because of that, but or it was because of, oh, they were being whatever. I don't know. There's something that you're being honest about, and you're falling under pressure. You don't want this as a burden anymore. I don't know. This person may just walk away. I don't know. What is this person ultimately going to do with Sag? They want you though. It's like this is someone that is willing to, but there be Eight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. If you are in a long-term relationship with this person already, I do feel like they're willing to work on the relationship. If you're not in a relationship, this is someone that's likely just going to focus on their work. That's it. Three of Swords in reverse. This is someone that is feeling like they need to take a responsible approach when it comes to a third-party situation, or when it comes to something that's been revealed to them, okay? So I don't know, what is your advice for Sag? What is your advice for Sag, the Star? Okay. Oh, and the Lovers in reverse. There's a need here to focus on yourself and healing yourself. The Star is about like, you know, rejuvenating yourself, focusing on things that have you rejuvenated. And I'm telling you right now, this is a very heavy energy. Whether you are toxic or not, nobody wants to be toxic. I hope not. I don't know. It's like whether you're the toxic one in it or not, there's a need to kind of like find ways to rejuvenate yourself, okay? To help you, you know, some of you may need to heal from poor choices when it comes to love as well. I don't know, but the Star is all about like our connection with Source, how we connect, like how our intimate relationship with God or Source, you know, relates to our day-to-day life, and how we rejuvenate, how we inspire ourselves, you know, how we connect, you know. So it's like there's something here where it's like you may need to just focus on, it can talk about health too, focusing on your health. It's like some of you may just need to focus on rejuvenating yourself and disconnect from love in general. Okay. Or if you want this person, you may need to I don't know, be open to healing the situation somehow, have hope kind of thing. Some of you need to recognize that this person has trust issues, and if you want them, you don't have to want them, but if they do have trust issues, you may have to heal that or regain their trust, okay? Now, you don't have to deal with anybody's shit. You don't have to, but if you want them, you may need to be the one to kind of restore their faith in something, in trust. Sorry, I can't put my words together. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius. We also have Gemini, Pisces, Capricorn, Cancer, Virgo. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like your person may confront you with something, or I don't know. Okay. All right. Capricorn. Hey, Aubrey. I'm not fucking toxic. We are toxic together because we lied. Yes. Oh, I'm not telling you you're toxic. He lied to me and gaslit you every fucking time we talked, which is rare. Rose is reading for a different Sag. You can reverse the roles too. Keep that in mind, especially when it comes to feminine and masculine energy. So if you know you're not toxic, definitely don't take that. It could definitely be reversed. All right, what do we have for Capricorn? What do we have for Capricorn and their person? Three shuffles. What do we have for Capricorn and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. Oops. Nice. Overall energy for you, Capricorn, Fool in reverse, Nine of Pentacles. You're not really jumping headfirst into anything, that's for sure. Nine of Pentacles, it's like you're looking good, self-sufficient, self-made boo, Ace of Wands in reverse, Moon in reverse. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, how cute. Okay, you're in a space where you are looking good. You're seeming to be, you got your shit together, everything's cool. You know your worth, all of that. Now, mind you, I do see you putting a stop to something that you've already been disillusioned to. I do feel like there's some type of reconciliation attempting to happen. However, you're like literally putting a stop to it. I've already been down this road. Okay. I feel like you're putting a stop to it. And I'm not saying you're not interested, depending on the situation. Some of you, you're just slowing it down. Okay. But I clarify the Six of Cups, because I don't really feel like you're Page of Swords. So I feel like someone's trying to attempt to heal something with you. And I do feel like it's the person you're dealing with. It's like someone is sharing feelings about, it's like they want to reconnect. This is someone that you're not in alignment with, okay, or you're not in union with right now. This is someone that is wanting to reconnect, but you may feel like you need to use your head, either associated with a third-party situation or associated with, like, do I want to heal the situation? I don't know. I feel like you're kind of confidently saying no, at least right now, or at least you're not overly, like, enthused. The spark is gone. See, that's the thing. The spark is gone. You've already seen this person for who they are. That rose tinted view is nice, but I don't align. I know the spark is gone. So I feel like you're just kind of keeping to yourself. You're just staying single. That's it. So yours is pretty point blank. Now, whoever you're dealing with, yeah, this is someone that doesn't want to lose you. They see you as valuable. They may also have some possessive issues. Four of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. So this is someone that is being, I feel like this person, their eyes are bigger than their mouth is, or something. Is that how it goes? Their eyes are bigger than their mouth is. Because I feel like this person is trying to cooperate with you while simultaneously being overcommitted to other things. Like the Two of Pentacles in reverse can be a hot mess, because regardless of what they say they want, they could say they want you, they can say what they want this, but they simply don't have the reality to make it happen because they're committing themselves to other things, or they have divided loyalties, or they're juggling, or something like that. Like it's a little bit of a mess. And I have a feeling this person is holding on to either a past person, okay, or they're holding on to things that prevent them from the two of you connecting, associated with resources, possessions, vehicles, whatever. Or this is someone that is coming towards you, trying to implement their deep-rooted issues, okay? This person could literally be trying to apply their deep-rooted issues they have in the situation, because the Chariot is in reverse. So this person may end up losing their grip a little bit, okay, by expressing deep-rooted issues in hopes to get some type of control on you. The problem is, I don't think you give a shit, okay? I don't even think you're scared. It's like, what are you going to say, bro? Okay, bring it. I don't even think you're scared. So if there's a really negative history, some of you, this person may attempt to bring deep-rooted issues to the table, or use personal information against you, or something like that. Because like that's all the control they feel like they have, okay? This is someone that realized they lost control, and they're trying to regain control without taking actual accountability for the root issue, There was some type of emotional root issue and they're not taking accountability for that. So instead, they're choosing to make more of a mess of the situation by holding on to deep-rooted issues and trying to... The Three of Pentacles can literally mean just implementing your resources, right? Going on the internet and collaborating with other people to say something, or that can be the Three of Pentacles. Implementing whatever you have to implement to, you know, bring something to attention. That can be the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like as much as a person wants you to be on the same page as them, they know you're not. They know they don't have control. So they're doing whatever they can to make more of a mess of a situation. Five of Swords. So I don't really like this anymore. I mean, some of you, you're using your head when it comes to something being shared as well. Maybe this person is sharing something personal. Literally, Three of Swords in reverse can be, you know, someone that shares something personal or hurtful that we can't take back. Like that's, like we can't take it back. Great. You know what I'm saying? There's something that is either too hurtful that they can't take back, that they're saying, or they're sharing something that you will never overlook. Like, damn, I thought I could trust you. Or damn, just because I broke up with you, you're going to go ruin my life. Like, who the fuck are you? It's that type of energy. So regardless, I feel like you're more so disillusioned. Like, oh, you know, well, that's not attractive. So now if this is a newer thing, so if this is a past person, basically, I feel like this person is just trying to make your life miserable by making it more of a mess because they know they lost control and they don't know what else to do. Okay. If this is a new person, this is someone basically overcommitting themselves to you because they do see you as valuable. You could work with them. They do see you as valuable, but the problem is they're being a simp, okay? FG McCrads. They're being a simp. Not that you just say you're never a simp, so I just thought of you and I said it. I'm not calling you a simp. But anyways, so it's like this person is being... The Two of Pentacles in reverse is trying to like overextend themselves everywhere. You know what I mean? It's like they have no... They may not even have a plan. It's like there's a bit of a disaster here or financial mess, or it's like they're kind of a mess, or it's like they're not really... They have no time management skills. Maybe they have no work-life balance either. And I feel like they're trying to get on the same page with you while simultaneously having no... like it's kind of a mess, okay? But I feel like if this is a new person, this is someone that is going to the extremes to kind of get your attention, or again... overextend themselves to you in hopes to receive some type of cooperation because they know your value, but they also know they don't have control of the situation. Like the Chariot in reverse can talk about like wanting to coerce someone. Coerce. I have a very difficult time saying that word, but you know what I mean? It's like the Chariot in reverse can talk about like coercing someone. My mouth doesn't want me to say it. So this person may be trying to like convince you, almost is probably a better way. The Empress. This person wants your support, is what this one. They want your support. So this person wants your support, and they're doing whatever it takes to get it. And they're threatened. This is someone that feels threatened by your growth, literally. This Five of Swords, guys, looking back in this Empress, feeling threatened by your growth. For some of you, this is someone in the workplace that only wants to work with you now because you're getting somewhere, you're growing, like you're beautiful, or your business is thriving, whatever. Okay. And for others of you, this is someone that's just threatened by your growth, really. So they're holding on to deep-rooted issues. They do probably, if it's a past person with history, they probably think you're the problem because they're clinging so tight to some type of deep-rooted issue. And it makes them feel justified with making things a bit more messy. Some of you, this is someone that's like, fine, you don't want me? Well, guess what? I'm not buying this anymore. Or they're kind of withdrawing from giving you any type of financial support. Oh, really? That's okay. I'm good. You can keep your pocket change. Thank you. I don't need no alimony. It's like, that's okay. Because I feel like you're not really bothered by whatever's going on here. You're just looking at it like, well, that's disappointing, or it kind of killed the mood, or I've already been illuminated to this. I already knew this was going to happen. It's that type of energy. So you're kind of keeping in a disconnect. You're remaining disconnected. So you could be dealing with a Taurus. I mean, let's just get you a card of advice, even though I feel like you already know Ten of Wands in reverse. That's all you need to know. Offload this. It's a burden. It's a burden you don't need to carry. Okay. You're too busy anyways, right? Ten of Wands in reverse can talk about like, you're too busy. Even if it's a new person, you may already be like booked and busy. You are too busy. The Ten of Wands in reverse can talk about like being duty bound. You know what I mean? Like you have better things to do. Like literally, I have better things to do. I don't need to be putting in that much work. I've already established something. I have better things to be doing with myself. So your advice is you got better things to do. You're duty bound. You're booked and busy. Even if it's a new person, some of you, it just may be the universe saying, don't even stress yourself out, okay? But do what you want, okay? But you could be dealing with the Pisces. We have Cancer, Taurus, strong Cancer. All right. Aquarius. What do we have for Aquarius, universe, spirits, and guides? Three of Wands. Wanted to show its face. Okay. Four more shuffles. What do we have for Aquarius and their person? Two more. What do we have for Aquarius and their person? Three shuffles. Huh, nice. So overall energy for you, Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this could be some type of decisive moment you're having about the person you're dealing with, like you're selfish or you're manipulative or you're, or if this is a relationship, you may feel like this person isn't, you know, showing up for you. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse can become very selfish. Why? Because she feels the Queen of Pentacles in reverse doesn't really feel cared for or tended to. Because usually the King of Pentacles is the provider. The Queen of Pentacles is the one tending to all the responsibilities because she can tend to all the responsibilities flawlessly because she has some type of pentacle given to her. It's like the King of Pentacles gives the Queen of Pentacles the pentacle so she can tend to all the responsibilities. Now, I'm not saying it has to pertain to a relationship, but there's something here, like on a personal level, this would be like, okay, feeling like your work is not paying you enough and it's becoming a bit overwhelming and creating financial insecurity and making you bitter. And nobody wants to be bitter, do we? Okay, nobody wants to be bitter. So hopefully not. It's like, so I feel like there's some type of decisive moment you're having about the person you're dealing with, since this is a love reading story. Temperance, Four of Swords in reverse. See, I feel like you're acknowledging the contradictions within something. Temperance can be like, okay, you're open to, okay, Temperance, Four of Swords in reverse, Page of Swords. Okay, Wheel of Fortune can, okay, Temperance. But see, you're here trying to work with something. You're being resilient, using your head when it comes to, you're being patient, ignoring and watching. You're ignoring and watching the situation. You're observing this person. Now, Temperance, what's that about? Maybe this is more personal. Three of Swords in reverse. So you guys are healing from a situation, or it's like you've come to some terms of you're blending something. Okay. Temperance, Queen of Swords in reverse. See, here's the thing. I feel like you're realizing someone is not being honest with you, okay? Or someone wasn't honest with you, depending on the situation. Because the temperance can be someone that is kind of like trying to maintain their balance given the situation, but also can acknowledge the contradictions or things that are almost working against them that are kind of messing up their wave. Okay, now not your literal wave, but it's like there's some, the temperance can talk about like acknowledging contradictions within a situation, you know, sometimes being open to blend, you know, because it's like everything has its purpose, but it's like you feel like you need to release Three of Swords in reverse because someone hasn't been honest with you, or you're realizing someone isn't being honest. Like you may be just listening to someone like you're so full of shit. Okay. So you're realizing someone's not being honest. And I feel like it has you burnt out a little bit. And you're more so focused on balancing out your own equilibrium because you're realizing something is working against you, or has worked against you, something like that, because you're trying to heal from it, or you're trying to release this Queen of Swords in reverse. You're trying to release someone that is causing you to and you're trying to release something because it's either causing too much confusion or you're just feeling like you're full of shit. You could just be pissed. And it's like, I've learned from you. I've seen what I need to see. I'm pissed. Let me get back into my wave. Yeah, I'm nice right now because this is for me. This is not for you. I'm still mad at you. Stay the fuck away. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I feel like you're in a space where it's like you're releasing it because you're realizing it's working against what you're trying to create, or like this person isn't receptive to what you're trying to create. Like if it's a new person, you feel like this person isn't receptive to what you're trying to create. So you're choosing to ignore it. I don't know. You may communicate this with this person. What's this Page of Swords? Nine of Swords in reverse. I feel like you got some of you guys are already talking to someone new. Some of you guys have your eye on someone new already. I mean, like I said, the Wheel of Fortune, the Temperance, this is like coming back into your equilibrium, finding balance, releasing someone that was full of shit, finding mental strength and resilience. You could already be talking to someone new. There's nothing wrong with that because this Wheel of Fortune could have taken you a year, okay? It could have taken you 5 years, 6 months. I don't know. This could have taken you a while to get back into this balance of things. So I feel like you've healed from someone that was full of shit. You're ready to get back in the game. You're resilient, and you may be communicating with someone that doesn't really stress you out. Okay, this seems to be like a lighthearted type of situation. If it is, you know, a past person, or if it is someone that you've been admiring for a while, even, or something like that, this is someone that maybe you're thinking less negatively on to some degree, but you still have irrational thoughts. Who else had that? Someone else had someone that had irrational thoughts, and they were taking their time when it comes to integrating something into their system. So there's something here that you have released, you've healed from. Someone was full of shit, and you are decisive when it comes to, what was it? I think it was the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. There's some type of decisive moment you had. And now it's like you're ready to get back in the game. Some of you guys are using your head when it comes to an apology coming in. Like for example, you may have your eye on someone. Just give me one more, guys. Stop it, Rose. I'm getting sleepy. Okay, Death card. I don't know. I feel like you're talking to someone new. This is like new, or someone's been trying to talk to you where they have a new death. Some of you, it's like you see someone different, because Nine of Swords in reverse, thinking less negatively. Someone may see you different, or someone sees you in a different light, Aquarius. You could see someone in a different light as well, where it's like you're thinking more lighthearted, but it's like you have a changed perception on a situation, but you're also using your head when it comes to making any major life changes, and you're more so embracing some type of new spiritual. It's like you're in a space where it's like you're paying attention to your own wave. You're not really willing to sacrifice like your own peace at the moment, but you are in a space where you're open to talking to this person, because you have a changed perception and you're thinking less negatively. But again, I don't really feel, we do still have the King of Swords in reverse. So you may be a little bit confused or thinking irrationally, because again, maybe you're still trying to heal yourself. Why the King of Swords in reverse? Knight of Wands in reverse. So you may not really be confident in this situation. Knight of Wands in reverse and the Seven of Swords. I feel like you're just playing your cards right or being strategic, really. Because some of you guys are using your head when it comes to some of you guys, I'm just going to be honest with you, some of you guys are the one that lied, and you're using your head when it comes to where you lied, okay? And even though you think less negatively on someone, especially for the masculines, we do have King and Queen of Swords both in reverse. Maybe you both fucking filled each other's head with shit. But it's like you may be using your head when it comes to where you lied about something in the past. It doesn't have to be pertaining to the new person, but there does seem to be this strategic energy when it comes to player-like behavior. Okay? There seems to be this strategic like energy around player-like behavior. You're talking to someone new. You're avoiding any uncomfortable topics of gossip or conversation points, whatever. But it's like you do want to break the no contact here, but it's like you do seem to be in a space of wanting to, because you've learned, okay? Maybe you've, like I said, because you're thinking irrationally when it comes to some type of player-like behavior or lies or something like that. So it's like you've learned from that. I don't know, you've learned from something. It's like you don't want it to be a part of your future. So I feel like you're communicating with someone new while simultaneously healing and trying to embrace some type of new energy. But I don't really feel like you're giving your new person like the whole tea right now. You're not telling them like all your skeletons, okay? You're not showing them the skeletons in your closet. That's the best way I can explain it. So, yeah. I don't know, is this the same person though? Because the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords is usually generally in no contact, or they're divorced, or they've been separated, or cold. I feel like there's two people here that are full of shit, okay? Or there wasn't wholehearted transparency. You've learned some type of lesson, and you're wanting to break the no contact to communicate something because you're thinking less negatively, because you're optimistic that there's some type of change. Some of you, like maybe, and again, you could still have released something. You could have released something and healed from something. I mean, that's how we learn and grow. But like some of you literally may have like met this person, and it's like time went on, or you dated and it didn't work, and it's like now you want to try again, and like in a fresh start, like feeling optimistic that there was some type of positive change, thinking less negatively. So you feel like, okay, you may be full of shit, or maybe I've been full of shit, but I've changed, okay? Or you've changed, or we've both changed. That's how you're feeling. You feel optimistic that we can heal the situation. So Aquarius, some of you just feel like optimistic that you can heal something, or if this is someone new you're talking to, you're just not telling them anything that deep just yet, okay? That's really it. So, yeah, some of you are just breaking the no contact with someone that you've been in no contact with. Fuck, I can't talk. Okay. My cards are a mess. Like, what is going on? Sorry, guys. I know it's getting late. I hope my phone's not going to die. Now, whoever you're dealing with, I don't know what this person is doing. That's not really a whole lot of anything. All right, we do have the Ace of Swords and High Priestess in reverse, though. So, Magician in reverse, Fool in reverse. I don't know. This person isn't... They're dealing with a lot of self-doubt when it comes to foolish shit, okay? This person may be feeling foolish, okay, when it comes to you. they're feeling limited. They're feeling the need to be released. Hangman can be someone that is like waiting to be released with a new perspective, with clear communication, you know, waiting for clear communication even. Or it's like, you know, or it could be someone that feels like they're in the doghouse with you and it's like they're waiting to be released. But like, for example, if this is a relationship, which by the way, you can make changes in a relationship. Okay, it still can apply. If this is a relationship, for example, this is someone that isn't really doing anything to resolve this situation. They are a little bit paranoid though, a bit, and they're waiting to be released. It's like this person could be waiting to speak some type of truth, but they're dealing with a lot of self-doubt. Okay, if this is, so if this is someone where there's some type of history, this is someone that wants to speak some type of truth. If this is a newer person, this is someone that is feeling the the heaviness between the two of you, or they're feeling like the tension, sexual tension, whatever it may be. It's like this is someone that feels a lot of tension between the two of you, but they also are dealing with a lot of self-doubt and lacking the faith for whatever reason, kind of ignoring the situation because of a new perspective, or they feel like if anything's going to happen, you need to be the one to communicate. It's like this is someone that feels like they're waiting to be released, basically. Hangman is like, okay, they're feeling trapped or limited, okay? And they're not willing to make the sacrifice because they feel like it could cause them to miss an opportunity. So this is someone that's like waiting on some type of clear communication. So, but yeah, if you have like history with this person, I feel like this person is feeling a little bit nervous to speak some type of truth to you, but I do see them eventually doing it. The Emperor, they are trying to take control for their shit. It's like they're not playing victim about something, or they're trying to take control and not play victim about something. So if there's some type of history, this is someone that you're likely going to be revealed to something, and it's their effort to take control and rise above playing victim about something. If this is someone newer you're in communication with, this is someone that is, you know, a new perspective, sorry. Now, mind you, they're still dealing with a lot of self-doubt, and not really having a lot of faith in the situation, potentially feeling a little bit nervous, but a new perspective has them open to communicating their desires, and or also open to being honest about something. And it's like they're not really playing victim. It's just someone like taking control, okay, or taking accountability for something. They're not playing victim. Because I feel like this person, like if it's a relationship or a new person, this is someone that is being honest because they don't want to lose you, if that makes any sense. So they're just being honest about something. Or if, see, some of you Aquarius, you got someone that's coming in like very solid, being honest about all their skeletons, and you're over here like acting like you, like, oh yeah, oh really, you've done that? I never. I never. Yeah, okay. Some of you have someone approaching the situation like trying to put their best foot forward, like if it's a newer energy, because they're trying to avoid a worst case scenario situation. Some of you, this is someone that's avoiding playing victim about a past relationship too. Okay, like this is like the man or woman, doesn't matter, that's kind of ended something and they're breaking the silence about it, but it's like they're avoiding playing victim about it. Okay, so for some of you, this is just someone you're in contact with and it's like they've maybe ended a relationship, or they've been single for a while and they're saying, yeah, I fucked that up, or yeah, whatever. It's like they're being like, yeah, or someone's choosing to like put their problems behind them and avoid playing victim. So I don't feel like you're giving this person the same graces though. I feel like, oh, well, that's brave of you. Wow. Wow, now I think less negatively of you. I'm just going to keep my truths to myself. I mean, it doesn't have to be that deep. Some of you, if you have a history with this person, I feel like regardless of whether they're taking accountability or not, it's going to piss you off to the point where you're going to start to look at them as an enemy working against your wave, like I was saying at the beginning, okay? So if you have like a history where this person is like more intertwined in your life somehow, you may just straight up become pissed and start talking to someone new, or like, fuck that. It's like being resilient or ignoring the situation because you feel like they're working against your wave to some degree. So I hope that makes sense. But you could be doing, so yeah, I feel like this is someone who's just being real with you. For a lot of you, their honesty won't change anything. And if this is a newer person, their honesty is going to be received well by you, but you may choose not to be honest right away. Okay, which is like whatever. So you could be doing, we have strong Aries energy, Virgo, strong Virgo, and Gemini, Pisces, strong Pisces, and Scorpio, and Sagittarius. So I don't know. All right, Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? What do we have for Pisces? Universe, spirits, and guides. 9 of Pentacles. That's coming out for a lot of people. I want to keep it here, but let's put it back. So some of you guys are a little batty. Okay. Some of you guys got your shit together. All right. Let's see. What do we have for Pisces and their person? 3 shuffles. Mind you, the 9 of Pentacles came out upright for like 4 or 5 signs tonight. So I feel like there's a lot of separations. Ace of Cups. Some of you guys are something new coming in. Nine of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. So your overall energy, Pisces. 9 of Pentacles, the Emperor. This is exactly the cards Taurus had for their overall energy. They have the 9 of Pentacles and the Emperor. Some of you guys are connecting with the Taurus, or you have strong Taurus placements or whatever. But the Emperor, 9 of Pentacles, you are completely in control of your life. Okay. And yeah, and you're self-made baddie. Okay. You are in a space where you are very financially independent, in control. Some of you guys are making money move this week, okay? Or it's like you're making big moves. Some of you guys are making big moves. 9 of Pentacles can be like large purchases, stuff like that. And you may be doing something, Ace of Swords. Some of you guys may be doing something that you need to do where it's a big move, but you have the ability to do it. Whether you have to make a large purchase, maybe you're like being single, or it's like, isn't there a song like that? Making money move or something? I don't know, but something's like that. I don't know, but there's something like that. But it's like you're making, I don't fucking know. But it's like, there's something about making money move. Empress. We have the Emperor and the Empress. You guys have grown. What is this? You guys have grown so much. So you guys, okay, some of you guys are in union, not in union. I don't even want to talk about a union. Judgment in reverse. 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. All right, so, okay, Pisces. I feel like you are in alignment with your divine counterpart, okay? You are in alignment with, by that I mean, you know, the masculine or feminine that is perfect for you, okay? In this phase in your life, okay? You are single though, okay? So you are in alignment with your divine counterpart. A lot of you guys have evolved and grown, and you may be a little bit judgmental toward anything new coming in, okay? I'm just going to be honest with you. I feel like you are receiving support, or there's opportunity to receive support, or there's opportunity to be nurtured. There's opportunity to nurture a feminine or masculine. I don't know. Look, some of you guys, you're feminine or masculine, like you both are single. Like you both are single. It's like some of you guys, something is happening like at the same time. I don't know, because like what? And a lot of you guys are just in alignment with your feminine and masculine energy, where you may be a little bit, where you're making a final decision to go the long haul when it comes to doing what you need to do to invest in yourself. Okay, so I'll read it if it's love related, but I'm just going to be 100% real with you. This is a reading of self-growth, development, not being open to resurrect anything, not being open to the past, not wanting anything from the past. Even if you just left a 10-year relationship and there was little Joe Blows randomly that were in and out of your life, you don't want them either. You don't want anybody. Nothing that was in my past, I resonate with anymore. That's what you're thinking, okay? Nothing. And you're in a space where I understand the value of hard work. I understand the value of, you know, finishing what I start or doing or investing into this business or investing into my overall well-being. Some of you guys, like I said, you're making big investments. Like maybe you're more so, you know, thinking money management, or you're investing. Maybe you downloaded Money Wealth, for example. Money Wealth, I have myself too. It's really great if you're looking at to be a beginner investor or anything like that. But it's like, or Wealth Simple, sorry, dyslexia. Okay, so it's like you may be like investing into something, or it's like you're going the long haul when it comes to being single. Like this is you saying, I'm doing this and I'm going to do it right. I don't want any Joe Blow from the past. You can like me all I want, or all you want, or you can think I'm pretty, or you can think this. That's nice. But I don't want to answer your call. I don't want to seize this opportunity. You're in a space where it's like, I'm finishing what I started, or it's like you're going the long haul when it comes to something. Now, mind you, I do feel like you are receiving, see, I don't even want to say you're receiving support directly. I feel like there's opportunity to receive support, but you're closing the door on it. I feel like all of this is all you. This is you being a self-made boo, taking accountability for your truth, making good decisions, focusing on what you need to focus on. You know what I'm saying? Detaching from anything that causes oppression or confusion, or when you start to find yourself like not focusing or anything like that, you're finding yourself through, okay, back on track. Why? I don't know. Figure out reasons to be back on track. You know what I mean? So it's like, you are a self-made boo. So I don't even want to give anyone a credit for this. Whether you're a man or woman, this is both mutually feminine and masculine, balanced, good, positive. So some of you guys are focused on your overall security, financial security. For a lot of you, there's a lot of growth when it comes to financial security. And it's like you're in a space where you feel the need that this phase in your life is necessary for your financial security, and you're making good investments in that area of your life. Because I'm just going to be honest with you, whatever's coming towards you, Pisces, it doesn't matter because you're ignoring it, or you're judging the shit out of it. And it's like, no, that's not my circus, not my monkeys. I've been there. It wasn't fun. I'm finishing what I started. So I know you guys are seeing this. It's like, wow, support. You're ignoring it. You don't need the support, whoever this is for. You guys are focused on making better investments for yourself. And the Nine of Pentacles can talk about your overall security, home security. Some of you guys are investing into security for yourself, so you don't even need anyone. I don't know. Because you're kind of giving a bit of a judgmental vibe, but it's just because you've been there, okay? You don't want to open that can of worms. Now, whoever you're dealing with, Pisces, see, this is someone that's coming towards you and they're going to feel rejected. They're offering you love. It's getting shut down. This is someone that feels like you're just focused on the negative of them, or you're just ignoring them, or something of that nature. This is someone that is trying to fight for you. So this is someone that is trying to fight for you and be there for you and not give up on you, but they find themselves just being ignored. The Star, Four of Pentacles. This is someone that is inspired by not wanting to lose you, really. I mean, it is a little bit of possessiveness, but I don't really get that. Like, honestly, I feel like this is someone that would... I don't get bad intentions from this person at all. I just feel like they do feel like you're ignoring them or rejecting them. The Lovers. Some of you guys, like I said, this is someone you're in alignment. Like maybe you're both kind of putting your head to the whatever. I don't know, because this is someone that's kind of feeling like this is someone that is falling in love with you, or it's like they're they have a strong connection for you, or they're feeling a strong connection for you. And they are inspired to take the high road, Pisces, to make you some type of offer. I mean, maybe the offer they're giving you is just not it. Maybe it's just not good enough, because the Four of Cups can make a really petty offer because they're already feeling insecure, or they're comparing themselves to what you already have, or something like that. So there is an offer of love. I mean, I feel like this person knows that they're being shut down because it's like money, okay? Because the money card just seems to be putting like the biggest damper. Six of Cups. This is someone that's trying to reconnect with you. Now, how does Pisces... Okay, let's see how you would know who this person is. Let's just see, because maybe you do like this person, you just don't want to talk to them right now. What is your feelings? Because this person has a shit ton of feelings for you, Pisces. Maybe you're going the long haul. I'm just going to throw this Delulu thought out there, because sometimes soulmates are put into our life because they become a catalyst, okay? And it's never because you're just meant to be with that person. It's always because you have a lot of work to do in yourself, and you need to realize, why are you attracted to this person in the first place? You know what I mean? It's supposed to wake you up to a part of your soul. It doesn't necessarily mean you're supposed to be with that person. So soulmates can be catalysts in our life. But some of you both have become a catalyst in each other's life, and you're both putting in the work to be in each other's life, okay? But you're in a space where you may not be open or aware that this person is... I don't know, you're ignoring them. Your feelings for this person, 5 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, see, this is someone you're trying to move away from. You're trying to distance yourself from this person. You're trying to move... I mean, maybe this is this person's lesson. Maybe they did miss an opportunity and they're trying to regain the advantage with you. But this is someone that is trying to connect with you with a lot of hope, a lot of inspiration, a lot of love. See, maybe that's this person's problem too. Maybe this person is connecting with you for the sake of, I don't want to give up on you, I love you, blah, 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 blah. However, they're ignoring something that was expressed by you surrounding financial insecurity. For some of you, this is someone that's ignoring insecurities you have in this situation. So they're coming at you with a lot of love, but that's all they got. And you may be in a space where it's like you feel like you need to take yourself seriously to some degree to get some type of security for yourself or something. So this person could simply be missing an opportunity because they're ignoring what you truly are needing, or what's truly important to you right now. Like, no, I can't go out this weekend because I'm working, or I can't do this because this is what I'm focused on. This is what I need to be doing right now. And they may be focused on the negatives of it, and it may be causing them to push you away too. What is this person's true intentions? Did you know the star can talk about jealousy? Like, I know people don't like to... I never rarely read the star as a jealous card, but it can talk about jealousy. And using that jealousy as a source of inspiration. Okay? So, and with the 4 of Pentacles, for some of you, this is someone that's jealous of what you have. Now, I don't feel like this person has ill intentions towards you. I feel like you are authentically inspiring to them, and you are authentically a catalyst for them, and they authentically have a connection with you. But I do feel like there's this, like, isn't that called limerence? Limerence. I don't know if I'm using that term correctly. Isn't that when you are like inspired? I don't really know. I heard it. I can't remember. For some of you, this person that has limerence for you. I don't remember what the definition is, but I think it's relative, okay? So, what is this person's true intentions? 10 of Cups in reverse. That's unfortunate. Oh, and the Emperor. Oh, see, wasn't we talking about that? This is someone that wants to end a relationship to be your man, okay? Yeah. Sorry, I know that's weird. But it's like, this is someone that is either wanting to disconnect from family, a dysfunctional family situation, to be there for you. We have the Emperor and the Empress that came out twice now. Or this is someone that is wanting to end something, to take control or be there for you. Like, this is someone that wants to end something that is dysfunctional. Now, when it comes to, again, what is this person's true intentions with Pisces? Because they have a lot of like spiritual, in love type of cards. What was that? Devil in reverse. First. Their true intentions, the Justice card, the Strength card, the Knight of Pentacles. Who's popping up in your life? It's like, this is someone that is authentically wanting a relationship. They authentically want to prove to you that they are interested. They are willing to put in the effort. Maybe they need to end something first. Maybe that's why you're ignoring them right now. It's like, you go deal with your life. I got enough on my plate. You go deal with your life. So this person authentically wants a relationship, something real, something exclusive, something serious. They may want to take accountability for something as well. Potentially for dysfunctional shit or whatever. So, I mean, what is your advice for Pisces? We have so many good cards, but it's not giving us the ending I know a lot of you guys want. But it's just not there, okay? It's a very spiritual. You guys are both doing a number on one another. Even if you're doing your own thing, there's something that you've learned from this experience to give you some type of discernment to say, no, this is what I need to be doing. You know what I mean? It's like you're making better investments, trying to be more responsible, like putting in the work, making big moves, making big purchases, something like that. What is your advice for Pisces? We have so many good cards. The Five of Wands. Libra got that for their advice too. And I know it's strange advice, but this is like, be open to fight for a victory. Five of Wands is coming up on the Six of Wands, right? Where we can say, yes, I did it. You know what I'm saying? Or so we can gain some self-respect. So we can like say, you know, this is what was important to me. This is what my principles were in the situation. I fought and I won and I thrived. Okay. Like work toward a victory that isn't ego driven. Okay. So work toward a victory that isn't ego driven. Now the Five of Wands can signify that you're going to find people that disagree with you. Okay, but understand what's worth, like pick your battles wisely, but understand what's worth fighting, and move toward that Six of Wands where you can have a victory, when you can say, yes, I did it. You know what I mean? So don't allow yourself to fall short out of battle fatigue or, you know, even your own fatigue. It doesn't have to be with other people. So your advice is to not agree or to be, or understand what's worth the conflict. You know what I mean? What's worth fighting for. Don't give up. Okay. Just give me one more. Queen of Wands in reverse. So there may be people that's trying to push you in different directions, and you need to ask yourself, what's important to me? What's true to my principles? What would make me feel victorious, sorry. Like moving into the Six of Wands too, that can talk about living a life that we're not humiliated about, right? Why? Because it aligns with our principles. We start to become humiliated when things aren't in alignment with our principles and what is true to us and stuff like that. Or when we fail on ourselves, when we give up on ourselves, we will start to become humiliated. And, you know, nobody even has to notice. It's just like us. It's like, this isn't who I am. This isn't what I want. It's like, and the Six of Wands in reverse is someone that tends to feel the need to hide all the time, right? They need to hide this. They need to hide that. Why? Because so many things are not in alignment with what they're proud of. So it's like with the Five of Wands, needing to understand what's worth the battle when it comes to what is true to you and what you're proud of and what you would be proud of. And, you know, working toward a life or goal or whatever that you authentically, or even when it comes to your relationships, stop being with men or women that you are low-key humiliated with how they treat you. You know what I mean? Don't allow anyone into your life until like you can feel like, yes, this is authentically who I want. Sometimes when people get in unhealthy relationships, they can lie about their person and exaggerate things because they authentically want someone like that. They authentically wish their girlfriend or boyfriend was like that because whatever reason. But if it's not like that, they can get themselves wrapped up into this very degrading cycle that is humiliating to themselves. And it's no one's fault. It's just needing to accept reality and understand it's possible to have a life that you are proud of and you can flaunt with dignity and you don't need to hide, and that's it. That's all. So I don't know if some of you feel like some of you need to do this for you because it's like, this is what I'm proud of, or this is what I need to do. I don't even know what that's pertaining to. That could be pertaining to just being single or a business or, you know, but making better investments, whatever it may be. You know what I mean? So you could be dealing with, we have Aries, we have Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, Cancer. Okay. I'm going to get out of here, guys. I love you guys so, so, so much. Sorry, I'm not even sorry. Okay. I love you guys. But all the best. I will see you. I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow for sure, but I will see you another day. Thank you, I don't know how to say that. Louis Vigoro. Thank you for going to rewatch Pisces. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, and all the best. Bye.